because there will still be a black bar over there.
Whoa, we're live, welcome. I'm Local Moon Bunny VTuber, Jueri. Today we have a special guest on our stream. He's currently building Malekith while we're talking, which is rude of him, isn't it? We'll be discussing IBO in the first half of stream, and the second half will be more focused on content creation, mainly because MJ here is more of a video maker than I am, whereas I'm more of a streamer, right? Chat will be, we'll have a section where we'll talk with you guys too, but for the most part it'll be between the two of us, but I'll try my best to include you guys in there too. So, welcome in, guys, everyone. Pachi. MJ!
Alright! I don't want to go full Scottish right immediately, but hello, welcome to the stream. And just in case you guys are more confused, I'm going to be talking about the trivia behind IBO instead of the actual story. So don't worry about like any story spoilers or there's any major revelations like that. We're merely going to be discussing the mobile suit and maybe some mobile armors before we get to the content creation, well, interview, let's say.
You know, I gotta say, it's kind of cheating. You have a very posh accent, which makes it easier to want to listen to you regarding more informative stuff, right? You sound legit with the things you're about to say.
Yeah? Do I?
Yes, you do.
You sure it isn't just because I'm Asian?
What? I didn't say that. No. I'm almost. Oh.
No, I'm just joking, right? I'm just joking.
Sure. He's very serious, guys. Very serious. British. Is that British? Yeah, the British part of him that's coming through.
Yeah. So we have cherry-picked like a couple of the Gundam frames to talk about. So there are, because the way I select these the Gundam frames is how similar they are to their namesakes and basically how much we get to talk about them. So there are going to be some that are excluded just for time and for like mere disinterest, just because well, Barbatos, there's only like a line in the Lesser Key of Solomon. Actually the first 3 frames in the line, Baal, Gamajin, and Barbatos, they barely have any like links to their actual demon namesakes. So why don't we get started with number 16 in the line, the red boy.
Oh god, wait, is this the one?
ASWG 16 Gundam Zepar.
Whoa, wait, he's too professional for me. I don't know if I have it prepared. Let me see. Is the one?
Yep, that's the one.
Oh, this is the one? Oh, okay, we got it. Okay, thank you. He got me.
Yep, I gotcha.
Alright, let's see the first design here. This one... Oh, wait. This one's a little new to me. I've not seen this before. Is this in second season?
Good. The Gundam Zepar is from the MSV. So are you familiar with MSVs, Jueri?
Not really. Wait.
MSVs is like a side, like, well, a series of designs that never makes it into the stories or the manga. So it's been a staple in the Gundam franchise for quite a while. It's just an excuse for designers to go ham with their designs. So this is IBO's version of a Mobile Suit Variations series, and the Gundam Zepar is among those designs.
What's a variation of, if I ask?
It's not necessarily a variation of something, it's just a variation that exists in the world.
Okay.
So the Gundam Zepar is not based on anything, but it is one of the 7 stars. So if you remember the Farids and the Baldwins from IBO Season 1,
I see.
and also Karta Issue, they are parts of the power pillars of Gyarahorn, the 7 royal families under Agni Kakairu. So the Gundam Zepar belongs to the Kujan family, who the heir you'll meet in Season 2 of IBO. And despite the emblem being in a sort of tannish brown color, it's in red. The reason for this is, Zepar is the 16th spirit. He is a great duke and appeareth in red apparel and armor, like a soldier.
Oh, wait. Did they take close inspiration to their demon counterparts?
Apparently so, because the thing that I've discovered, like the way that I selected it is how similar they are to their like demon counterparts. And apparently, the further along they went, the more similar they are to their actual namesakes. So that's why Zepar, despite being belonging to the Kujan family, is in red. It is armed with the Zepar sword and Zepar shield, and it's sort of like a speedy defender type of unit in the Calamity War.
I'm told that it's canon but never appears in anime. Oh.
Yeah, it is canon but never appears in anime.
Wait,
that's
in that case, where do people find it then? Do people find it in like the art books or director cut or what?
There is like mobile suit variations come in a lot of different forms. Some come in art books, but this one actually appeared in a defunct game called Iron Blooded Orphans G.
Wait,
it was shut down. It was shut down, I believe, early last year. No, not last year, as in 2025. I mean 2024. Don't quote me on my dates, please. But it did appear in the game, and retroactively the online source. There's an online source that compiles these canon designs that never appeared in the anime.
I see. I'm actually a little bit familiar with the game just because there are actually own a fair amount of mobile suits from the game itself, and that's how I found out there was a game that only has the mobile suits too. And
yeah, you have the
Seagrin. Seagrin is just too pretty. Oh my god, it doesn't belong in the IBO universe.
My pronunciation is German. Her pronunciation is probably
American.
Norse. What? Yeah, well, the 9 Valkyries. They're based on based on the German play, but that's not what we're here to discuss.
Yes.
So apparently the demon, their powers don't really factor in because Zepar's power is to cause women to love men and men to love women, and also maketh them barren, whatever Aleister Crowley meant. So we won't want to delve into that because it's quite dangerous territory.
Wait. So what's the name of this again? Let me just make sure I remember. Zepar. Okay.
Gundam Zepar.
The design itself, do you like it? How much would you rate it on a scale of 1 to 10 for yourself?
Personally, I would say about a 6. It's a bit of a middle of the road.
Oh, thank God. I was gonna say 6 too.
To say that, because it's part of the 7 stars and how lightweight it is. Now, I get it. It's a defender. It provides its teammates with shields in the game. But I really don't get the vibe of importance from the Gundam. If you get what I mean, because I feel like the 7 stars has to be this like grand designs. So
I agree.
If you guys in the audience know like the Gundam Bale or the Gundam Gamajin, they all feel like they have some sort of like special energy that I feel like the Zepar doesn't have.
I think for me, I kind of dislike how much of the inner frame is exposed, but that's more of a personal taste. I feel like, the way that the leg itself basically has a thing where the skirt is armored, but then the thighs are not. I think it becomes armored knee, then it's not, and then it's armored again. I don't really like that.
Armored. It is
Which one
armored,
is? What is?
Except, well, the parts you mentioned, like the thigh, the
really?
calves, the feet. Yeah, they're actually in a brown armor, while the frame is gray.
Ooh, I don't know. I don't know about that. Are you saying the whole thing is like is armored up? It's not like the inner frame or anything?
Well, the inner frame pokes out at the usual spots, like the elbows and the forearms.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, then I still don't like it.
Actual armor as well.
I think I might dislike that more.
Yeah. Just because red and brown don't go together, does it?
Well, I didn't say that. It's just more so like there's not a lot of contrast, right? That's just it for me.
Yeah. Well, it's accurate, but personal liking is in the eyes of the beholder, unfortunately. So personally, I really don't feel like there's like this special energy that's coming from the Zepar.
It's just the design, general shape of it is just very it is standard for an IBO mobile suit, I feel like.
Yeah, people draw comparisons between this and the Gremory just because it is also designed by Kanatake Ebikawa.
Yeah, actually for MP here it says that it's coloring for me mostly, which is true. For him it looks like the Grimgrade, which is his favorite IBO design. So I guess you're a little bit biased then. Yeah, you might like this because of that.
Yeah. But would you want to see
Someone says
You
it
go
depends on
ahead.
the color setting of my monitor because the brown armor blends with the internal colors. Well, it's true. I'm on my
Yeah.
Dookie monitor for OBS, unfortunately.
It's fine, it's fine. But would you guys want to see an even redder design?
Molko S. I'm actually so picky about red color in signs. It can look like cheap fake like candy, or it look like a nice hot rod car. So I feel like with
Yeah.
red, it becomes on those two spectrum, never in the middle.
No, I getcha. I getcha when it comes to plastic. But the next one is originally a red design, and that's what we're gonna talk about. The ASWG 29 Gundam Astaroth Origin. Or its short form, Gundam Astaroth.
Oh, this one, right? I don't even see it.
I'm looking at
Okay,
your
okay, sorry.
Discord stream.
Yeah. Did I change it? I don't know if I
You
did.
didn't change it.
No! Alright, I don't know why it doesn't show. It's a little finicky. I might just cycle through it, because we do have a couple that are not
Yeah.
showing through in order.
The Astaroth is right
Oh, right.
under.
It's you ordered it?
specific-
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I specifically ordered it. I specifically ordered it for both of our conveniences.
I feel so bad because actually before stream, I was busy today because I was hanging out with Mamahan and we went to a restaurant and everything. I told him, hey, can you like put the pictures together in a folder and a zip file and send it to me? It's rare for me to ask my collab partners to do work on their behalf. I try to streamline it as best as I can, but today I just had my hand really tied. Appreciate
No,
it.
genuinely, I don't mind. I don't mind putting in my share of the effort.
Yeah, most people do not really mind, but I do try again to be mindful of it. But let's talk about this. You need high
Yeah.
grade. Ah, actually,
Yeah, what?
the red on this one is the red I don't really like, but I can kind of see this working for this design.
Yeah, because Astaroth in the demonology is a mighty strong duke and appeareth in the form of a hurtful angel riding on an infernal beast like a dragon, and carrying in his right hand a viper. So that kind of suits his infernal theme because he's
agree.
basically all of these are demons, but he's riding on the dragon, which is probably represented by the flight mode that it has, and the viper probably the cord on his right arm. And in lore, the cord is part of a lost technology called gamma nanolaminate technology. So if you guys in the audience are familiar with GN particles, that's basically the mechanism. So you can transfer AHAB particles onto the blade and slice through nanolaminate armor.
I see. It also seems to be the rare few that does fly because of that. What do you mean by dragon though? Do you mean like it's like a mobile armor that he rides on, or is it something else entirely?
No, the shields and the backpack unfold into a set of wings and stabilizers. That allows it to have like a prolonged aerial flight time.
Oh, okay, I see. Oh, wait, it sounds like it does get printed model kits, doesn't it?
Yeah, it has a kit, but I'm not particularly sure about the frequency of its reprint.
It says that his reprint cycle, it doesn't happen too often, so it does exist, but just doesn't get printed.
Yeah, it does exist, but it just doesn't get printed too often. But it's genuinely a very cool kit, because it also has a sledgehammer and a shotgun.
That's really fun. I do think that IBOs is they have a little bit more freedom in what kind of weapon they choose for their mobile suit. Sledgehammer.
Yep.
Sledgehammer's dirty, man.
Yeah. And if you guys have any additional information, you can throw it in the stream dump if you're in Jueri's server.
Oh, there's just say chat too. It's okay.
Yeah, say it in chat, just to append some information that we would unfortunately have to leave out for time.
They're saying that the pieces on the shoulder are stolen from another mobile suit. Do you know about that?
Yes, I know that it's stolen for another mobile suit.
Stolen for a mobile suit, but it's wearing it though.
The basic plot of the Gundam Astaroth Origin. This is not a spoiler, by the way. It's basically the whole premise of Gecko is that the Astaroth Origin belongs to the Warren family, not part of the Seven Stars, but has a status in JueriHaan. But because of some financial fiasco, they had to pawn off all of the armor from the Astaroth to make amends.
Oh.
And Volko Warren, the current manager of the Gundam Astaroth, needs to cobble up together a bunch of random bits, but then slowly throughout the story he discovers throughout his pursuit of the Azeroth Origins armor that a couple of mobile suits are wearing the very same armor that he's hunting down. So the shield binders were equipped onto a Hyakuri called the Callisto, and he just randomly came across it.
I see. They're basically saying that that's pretty much a summary of Gecko, where he has to collect the pieces to build it together, right?
Yes. So that is part of Volker Warren's story, one of the protagonists in Gecko.
Oh, okay, I see. Oh god, if you could spare me just about 10 seconds to thank the membership that just came through, the channel support. Is that alright with you?
That's fine. I was about to mention that you had to thank like donos.
You're telling me how to do the Java streamer. I understand. Thank you so much, Tenosis. I appreciate the membership. I apologize for not properly being able to articulate it in the moment, but thank you so much again. Okay. Back to the program.
Tankek, I'm gonna respond to chat a bit. Tan,
yes.
We're not gonna be talking about the Gundam Barbatos because this is mostly a trivia stream, and I'm not gonna be divulging any major lore revelations besides them appearing in what story. So the Gundam Barbatos does not really have too many parallels with the actual demon, and that's why we're not gonna be talking about that. Plus, she hasn't seen season 2, so I'm gonna accommodate to that as well.
It's alright. Also, in part, I think it's fun to kind of talk about the mobile suit that doesn't get a lot of attention in media in general. So, especially from Gecko, it's like a big one I would like to know about. Because that's where memories from too.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
But that's basically my bread and butter, like bringing obscure stuff to the limelight. Speaking of which, let's talk about our next Gundam frame. This one has a bit of a history to it because the namesake demon has appeared in a lot of texts. Now, I'm not going to go through all of them, but it's the ASWG-32 Gundam Asmodee. In Japanese, it's called the Gundam Asmodeus, based on different translations
I was thinking about that too.
of the name. Because, yeah, the Lesser Key of Solomon is an anonymous text, but there are people like Peter Binsfield or Alysta Crowley that did different interpretations. Also, I think there's the Pseudomonarchia Daemonum from Johann Weyer that also did another interpretation of the name, but we're still talking about the same demon nonetheless. He is a great king, strong and powerful. He appeareth with 3 heads, whereof the first is like a bull, the second like a man, and the third like a ram. He hath also the tail of a serpent, and from his mouth issue flames of fire.
Wait, what's the first head? What is the first head?
The first head is a bull, the second like a man. Yeah, a bull.
Oh, okay, just a round object then.
No, a bull. Like a cow.
Oh, a bull. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. Is it my accent?
Yes, it's the accent. It is.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's not. It's not you. It's my ears. I was thinking, oh shit.
No, it's fine.
Does he mean like a ball? Does he mean like a bald person? I don't understand. But I thank you for the clarification on that. Okay.
Nah, it's fine. His feet are webbed like that of a goose, and he sitteth upon an infernal dragon, and beareth in his hand a lance with a banner.
Oh.
And I'm not going to go into all the deeper lore because there's so much lore in the Lesser Key of Solomon. But why, like, the thing I did realize while I was doing the review of the Gundam Asmodee is that the more I look into it, the more the parallels really stare in my face. Because the main weapons of the Gundam Asmodee is the Gram Tonfas, which is a brutish weapon which may represent the bull side. And it also has the Gigant Javelin, which isn't shown in this line art, which is like one of its main handheld sword type weapons. That may also represent the horns of the ram.
I see.
And of course, it takes the form of a man, so we don't need to talk about that, but its feet look like they're avian-like. Yeah, duck webs, and it also has claws in the feet.
I actually think that's adorable. Because I know that the couple few that we saw before this had more of like the heels look to it. But I like that this one has like more of a flat feet with the 2 prongs coming out of it. I think that's like a really neat design for it.
Yeah, it has opposable toes on the soles and heels, so that it can grab stuff with the claws on its feet.
Oh, I see. I actually also really like the colors on this one too. I think it's a bold choice to kind of lather it with the bright the yellow highlight green.
Yeah, the tennis ball yellow.
Yeah, what do you want to call it? I think it's a bold choice, but it works for this one.
Yeah, it definitely works for it. And honestly, I really do like the menacing design.
Is it menacing?
It really...
I think taking more of the form of a man kind of lessened that menacing factor to it.
I suppose so, but it just it gives me like the feeling of a of king, because Asmodee is also ranked king. And fun fact to you guys who don't know, this is from JueriHaan, or well, you guys may colloquially call it JueriHaan.
Wow, wait, whoa, you're making fun of me because I said that on stream?
No, but it's like everybody says that because it's like grammar, but in the Norse in the proper Norse pronunciation, it's URTH or OOTH or URD. So if you translate that from the Norse alphabet to English, it will be URD or URTH.
Wait, so
that's...
Oh, sorry, continue on.
So that's kind of like where I derived my pronunciation from. And thinking about it in Japanese, like Urusu Hanto.
Okay,
like,
major weeb alert. Okay.
Hey, I'm not the only one who knows Japanese.
I know some JP too, but come on. You're gonna grill us on the pronunciation of it.
No. But
okay.
This thing is from JueriHaan, and apparently it went missing since the Calamity War. It had no traces of battle scars. That is from the instruction manual of the kit, by the way, so I'm not spoiling anything. So
come on, manual kits can also spoil things too. But sure, you wish to perceive it that way.
Yeah, well.
Now let me ask you something.
Go ahead.
Asmodeus is he's known for the sin of lust, right? Does that actually get transposed into the design too?
Unfortunately not. But
I don't know how. I wouldn't know how to do it.
No, I don't know. Now, yeah, Peter Binsfield's classification of demons classes Asmodeus as the demon of lust. But luckily so, it doesn't translate over into the mobile suits.
I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be fun they try to do something like that.
I don't know how they would translate a lustful demon
we got like a tennis
into
ball
like
looking
a robot.
mobile suit right now. That doesn't look like Asmodeus as in the demon of lust. But you know, it's fair if they don't want to transpose that part of the demonology to this design.
Yeah, if you want to truly see a lustful Asmodeus, go watch like Hell of a Boss.
What? No. What? You're such a zoomer. What the heck? I didn't think you'd be that type of person to watch that show.
No, I only know about that show in passing.
Oh, I don't even know there's a character like that, but I would assume so because it's the show itself. Anyways.
Oh, yeah, anyways. I don't know how to smoothly transition into this because this guy has a lot of weapons, but only 2 hands to use it. How about something that has 6 arms to use its plethora of weapons? The next one I'm going to talk about is, of course, the elusive ASWG-35 Gundam Marcosius.
Marcosius. Oh man, this one actually has a very striking design. Asmodeus surprisingly has a much more subdued design in my opinion because it lacks like a backpack to break up the silhouette. But this one is like in your face.
Yeah, this one is in your face because he is a great and mighty Marquis, appearing at first in the form of a wolf, having griffin wings and a serpent's tail, which is very clearly represented with the winged backpack and the way it's stored. It's, forgive me, that's what the weapon's name is, the bastard chopper. No, not the bastard chopper, the bastard mace. The bastard mace.
Oh, daring. I see.
Yeah, the high grade is a wreck. Yeah, definitely.
Is it that bad? Why? Is this because this body wouldn't be able to support such heavy armor, wouldn't it?
It's very flimsy, yeah. But after a time of the command exorcist, he puts on the shape of a man, and he's a strong fighter, and he was of the order of Dominions. So Marcosius being a strong fighter, as was demonstrated in some parts of JueriHaan, is true. to the design. And being a wolf with griffin wings, I can see the wing parts, but I don't really see the wolf part. But it's definitely a strong fighter. Hello, Scarlet Rain. This thing cannot stand, full stop. Yeah.
One of the viewers actually said that we forgot to give the rating, like a proper like scaled rating. We didn't decide on that. We just did it on the spot for the first one. I guess we could come. Would you mind coming back?
Yeah, we can come back to it. We can come back to it, and let's mark down the Zepar as a 6, and we can go back to it to sum things up, sum everything up.
Okay. Well, actually, we could probably you want to do it at the end of the? No, we could just do one by one, I guess. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Just me. Okay, well, I'll go back. Well, we're gonna revisit a couple just so we can give a formal rating for it. So we have this one. We have
Astaroth.
Astaroth. Ooh, 5. But it's like a very flashy 5. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
But you
I personally would still give it like a 6 or 7 because I really do like the design. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit burpy at the moment.
It's okay. I just feel like the way the general shape of it gets kind of, I feel like it's really muddled in my opinion, and I value that a lot in the design because to me that gives me like a clear vision to what they're trying to do with it. But this one I feel like it's trying to do quite a few things. But I understand that for example, some of the parts are taken for another mobile suit, so it's gonna look a little clunky because it's not really part of the actual design itself, right?
Yeah, I think it might be designed backwards, so that's why it resulted in the way that it did.
Bro, you said 6, 7. You're crazy. You gotta chill out.
Yeah. So shall we give a you give a rating on Asmodee then?
Asmodee, yes. Let's go to that. A 7.
Yeah, I'm in the same camp as well.
I think it's so close to being an 8, but I think being a 7 is a very solid number too for this design.
It's a solid number 2.
All right, and then
back to Marcos.
Back to our things. Back to our Marcoses.
So, what do you think of this design? Because there isn't really much to talk about without actually going into spoilers.
Quick thing. What is up with the feet?
The feet, I think it has like a reverse booster for mobility, but I'm not sure.
So it's like a horse leg or something where it's gonna be standing on. Oh, you're reverse. So okay, I see what you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah, so it's like a reverse jumping booster because it's very mobile.
Mm-hmm. It's not meant for space or anything, is it? It's most for ground.
No, it did fight on the ground.
Okay.
Very adeptly, I must add.
Okay. Gosh, I think this to me gives me the vibes of the Kasi Gundam. Feels like it's being overloaded with the backpack taking over its shape.
Yeah, it's definitely overloaded, but not in the way that the Kasi Gundam wears it like a suit of armor. This thing's just throwing it on the back.
No, the Kasi Gundam looks like a kindergartner with like 5 coats of jackets because parents is worried about him getting cold. That's different. This one, I think it could be a very strong, like solid 9 if it didn't have that sort of wing aspect to it. But I understand it's from the source that it's trying to take inspiration from.
Yeah.
So for me, I would probably rate this like a 6.8. Are we doing points? We're doing like fractions, or are we keeping it like whole number?
I think we should keep integers just to make it simple.
The integers, what a nerd. Okay. A begrudging 7. I think this is a stronger design than Asmodeus, at least. So it's 7.
Yeah, I will put it there as well, just because of what I know.
What do you know?
It's badass. It's badass if you see it in action.
I bet.
The next one was somebody. Let me actually see, because they've suggested making a female-shaped Gundam frame, and this one was actually shown to Jueri on stream the other day.
I don't know what I went up first. My bad, sorry.
Yeah, the ASWG 48 Gundam Hagenti.
Hagenti. Oh, I remember this. I remember this one.
Yep, this one has fans, has heavy blades, and apparently has a huge gun according to the mobile suit variations lore, but we've never seen that at all in the games. But let's take a look at the source material. He's a president appearing in the form of a mighty bull with griffin wings. And this is at first, but after, at the command of the exorcist, he puts it on human shape. His office is to make men wise and instruct him in diverse things, also to transmute all metals into gold, change wines into water, and water into wine. So, the interesting thing about Gundam Hagenti is that the V-fin design kind of looks like bull horns.
Yeah, I agree.
According to some people anyway, I can see that. And because the ultimate move in the game, because this is also part of the MSV, has thrusters flip up from the backpack, so they got the winged aspect done. And because the whole thing about Hagenti's powers is about transmutation, and the swords are apparently transmuted in a way that they look heavier than they look. Yeah, they're heavier than they look. I don't know where the feminine aspect comes in.
Legs on this?
Well, cross-comparing it with the source anyway, but demons can change forms however they wish, so I'm not gonna question that. It also belongs to the 7 stars, this time being the Elion family, whose heir you'll see in Season 2.
Oh man, I actually do like that it still has like what do you call it? Like the, not a crown, but it's going around the head, circlet or something. I think
Yeah,
that
sort
creates
of.
creates a nice contrast to the horns itself. I feel like with the horn it'd just be kind of like any other V-fin, but I feel like they have a concept here, but I have no idea what they're trying to do with the contrast with the legs and the rest of the body.
Me neither, because all we see of it being in action is in the game. And of course, you can tailor the game to however you wish, so it really isn't indicative of its actual battle, like specifications or environment, so we don't know where it's most at home at.
Okay. Let me see if chat themselves have any explanation for that. They might be able to explain it, if anything. It looks like they have similar sentiment to us about the legs on this. But,
yeah.
Huge feminine knees? Feminine knees?
No.
What? What's going on?
I'm trying to add some input. Feminine knees, so I don't see it. This was piloted by what we can only assume as a female, because the original pilot died 300 years ago.
Ah, okay.
So the pilot's name is called Angelica Elion. Take that name as you will.
I think that's a guy's name. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, let's go to the next one.
Yeah, let's go to the next one. Oh, well, do you want to give a rating on this
yes,
one?
right, rating.
Because I definitely think it's an 8 with the uniqueness of the war fans that are tied to the
Oh, I
forearms.
do love the war fans. There was someone who sent me pictures of that weapon, and I love the idea of attaching the blades to those fans. That's like a trope I really enjoy. But this design itself, I think from the upper half, I would give it a very strong, like 9 even. I think it's really well balanced out upper half. But that bottom half just brings it down for me. So it might be closer to a 6. It'd be a solid 7 for me if it was a bit more cohesive with the whole design. But it just felt very attached on to this. It does make for a very unique design though, so I'll give them credit for that.
Yeah, good job to Ipegyobu.
Next
one is also from the 7 stars. The ASWG 54 Gundam Murmur. So yes, an innocuous word can also be the name of a demon. The Gundam Murmur, aka the Exacto Blade Gundam. Because literally, the surgical feathers on the back extend out like box cutters, and they're controlled just like a wire-guided weapon.
I remember seeing this in passing.
Gundam, yeah,
I remember seeing this in passing and thought like, oh, these are like organ pipes or something. But then someone said box cutter, and I didn't really understand what we're talking about until you look at it specifically. And you're like, oh crap, it really is box cutter. Yeah.
So we should go into like where it may have came from.
Yes, I'd like to hear that.
Murmur is a great duke and an earl. So some of the demons can have double ranks. I've only come to reconcile with this fact like 1 or 2 years ago. But anyways, he's a great duke and earl and appears in the form of a warrior riding upon a griffin. Which, if you understand the design, it has a gigantic hover pack that mounts the surgical feathers, which is probably where the mount idea came from, with a ducal crown upon his head, which is probably explained by the gigantic head design.
Yes.
There do go before him his ministers with great trumpets sounding, so your organ pipe idea isn't exactly far off.
Nope, it's pretty far off. They use a trumpet. I don't know about that. It's a totally different instrument.
Well, they're still like wind instruments anyway.
Wait, so what piece of media is this from?
This is also from the MSV, and it belongs to the Farid family.
Okay.
So another one of the 7 stars.
Do we have clips of this in motion? Because I'm curious how the box cutter...
Actually, we do. Its ultimate is using the box cutters. Someone in chat throw it in stream dump. You can probably easily find it on the internet while I continue reading through the excerpts.
Yes, please.
His office is to teach philosophy perfectly and to constrain souls of the deceased to come before the exorcist to answer those questions which he may wish to put to them if desired. He was partly the Order of Thrones and partly that of Angels. So, the demon's powers rarely translate into the designs, but the original pilot is called Maggie Farid, which probably does explain the extremely feminine design, and trust me, you would not want to look up fan art of this kit. Well, this design.
I saw some out of my...
Oh no.
I mean, okay, I was googling this image just for stream purposes because sometimes I throw images from chat onto the screen. Yeah. And there was more fan art than it was official art of this mobile suit specifically.
Oh no.
Also, MP did bring up the clip if you're interested in watching that too, just to get a refresher.
I wouldn't mind seeing it. I wouldn't mind seeing it. Like, I can see it. I can watch these ultimate attacks like time after time. They never go old.
Now, were you about to say? So you hate the what?
No, I hate that. I hate that it's being like used for Rule 34 stuff just because it looks so feminine.
Whoa. I have no qualms against. If you're into that, be my guest. Just don't tell me about it.
No, me neither.
Okay, so I'm watching a video for the movement, the Gundam Murmur. It looks like it actually detaches the box cutter into like the how to describe like the gun bits? It's almost like the Gundam bits a little bit, the way it moves.
It's like wire guided gun bits, like incoms.
Yes. I actually kind of like this design a lot. This might be the strongest design we've seen so far. But it's also for one of the less irrelevant like demons, interestingly. You put a lot of design for this one.
Yeah, definitely. And also the crescent-shaped blade that's mounted on the back, that's also a handheld weapon.
Oh, what's a handheld weapon?
The surgical blade.
Oh, really? Okay.
Like, you see the crescent-shaped blade that's mounted on the back?
Yeah.
That's also a that's its primary weapon. So I would assume that this is a very heavy attacker in the Calamity War, just because that does reflect in the game.
It says here on the comment section, fire 6 blades, only 1 hit, if you elaborate and leaves.
Yeah, well, that's just the game being the game.
It's fun. I like that for the game. Thank you for sharing the MP again.
Yeah, thank you for doing my behalf while I was reading. So where would you want to put this? Because to me, I don't really like the design, but I like how it draws from it. So despite it belonging to the Farids, Farids, and it's still yellow because it's a very grand duke. So I would put it at a 7. Oh
damn, I feel like that's a bit low. I would give this more of a 9. I think it's a very solid design overall. Very cohesive design. The only reason it's not full 10 is because I'm actually unsure about the box cutter imagery. I don't know what the inspiration for that specific shape they're going for because it doesn't remind me of anything except box cutters.
Yeah, me neither. I don't exactly know how you can use organ pipes as weapons either, so maybe that's the next best thing they can come up with.
How familiar are you with like machinery and like planes and stuff?
Not really, but pray tell.
Okay, so I was just thinking about this because I remember I posted something about the G-Quux on Twitter, and someone said, "Oh, you know, the backpack itself is like inspiration from." So they named the specific part of an airplane that's taken from. So I was like, "Oh, okay, that makes sense." So I was wondering if it has some sort of relevancy to IRL machinery, or it really is just straight up, "Hey, you know, I like this. Let's put box cut on the back. Let's go."
Now
I want to
Hiroshiro-
believe. I want to believe
Yeah,
it's deeper
now
than that.
Yeah, but I don't know. Naoki Owashiro never really gave any word about the Gundam Murmur.
Oh, I guess we're left to speculate.
Yeah, we're left to speculate, but the next one we won't be left to speculate. And apparently I didn't order that because the next one should be the Gundam Grammary, Your Big Break.
My Grammary. Where is it? Is it this one?
It's not numbered apparently.
Oh yeah, it's
My
not
bad.
numbered. Okay, here I can fix that. Should be Murmurs here, and then Grammary should just be up one. It's not too far off. Not too far off.
Yeah, I'm gonna answer chat. Wait, I need to see if this guy's opinions are valid. How powerful is nano-laminate armor? It's not as weak as Tomino said, because he said a gym can easily defeat the Gundam Barbatos, but nano-laminate armor has anti-beam characteristics. So, if you take it into any like mainstream Gundam setting, the beams are not going to be doing anything. Now, that's not to say that it's immune, but it's to say that it attenuates the damage, so it is resistant to beams. So it's quite strong, but looking at the Gundam Grammary here, it has an even stronger version of nano-laminate armor, just in case you guys don't know. This is from Gecko. It is owned by the Nadira family. It's been like that since generations. And the black parts are called nano-laminate coat, which is if you know about vibranium from the Marvel universe, it's essentially layers upon layers of anti-vibration metals. This is adopting the same concept, so that's why it has like a retractable hood, because that coat can be like detached so that the head can have more mobility.
Yeah, actually, when I finished the build right after stream, I was trying to take photos of it. And I realized then that, hey, wait a minute, there are like these black strips on the Grammary that's not like fully colored in because, you know, it's a high grade, so it's not gonna have as many color separation. So I actually took the time to fill it in with some Sharpie and stuff. Oh sorry, not Sharpie. They don't like that. What's it called? Micron pens.
The marker.
No, I'm sorry. I'm such a pleb. I use Micron pen.
It's fine. It's fine.
I mean, sure, if you want to pay the premium using Gundam markets, then be my guess. I use Microns because Micron.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did notice that it was very obvious to me that there's some sort of purpose to it. I just didn't know the exact reasoning for it.
It's just Ebikawa's design language, because he also designed the Bagheera bow. And the Bagheera bow torch, the Caelus, they all share like similar black ovals that need to be filled in.
Is the black part, is that something that's explained in the story, or is that something you have to go out your way to see in an interview?
That's just the design thing, I think.
Okay.
And apparently, this is one of the only, like in demonology, this is one of the only demons in the 72 that adopt a female appearance. He's a duke, strong and powerful, and appeareth in the form of a beautiful woman, with the Duchess's crown tied about her waist, and rides on a great camel.
Well, I don't know about the camel part, but I respect that. I
Maybe
think
the coloration.
He can be. Oh.
Yeah, it's brown.
I see.
Maybe the coloration.
You think this has more feminine design?
Maybe.
I feel like it's more androgynous than anything.
Yeah. Well,
right.
it does say he appeareth in the form of a woman. So I don't know. Demons work in mysterious ways. And did any of your chat tell you that the scythe thing is actually a broken anchor?
Yes, they did tell me that. I remember they were all being actually it's not scythe, and I'm like, at some point I spent hours building this. I was just tired, and I just called it a scythe and called it end of the day.
Yeah.
Yes, but it is an anchor, broken anchor at that.
And if you buy 2 of the kits, you can actually restore the anchor.
Ah, are you sure? Because I feel like
I did it.
Oh, okay.
I physically did it.
Oh, I see.
So you can have Calamity War Specs Gundam Gremory if you wish, if you can just fork over the money for another copy.
I see. So you have to take off the shorter part and then put in the
take off the broken end and replace it the full anchor.
Okay, that's a really neat little tidbit for it.
Yeah, so I don't know whether or not bias is gonna come into this, but I would put this at an 8. If we were just talking about mere design alone.
I think 10, honestly. I love this so much. I love the hood gimmick a lot. The fact it's able to kind of look very seamless when it's not on his head too. Like it's part of the backpack design.
I take it back. I'll take it back. I'll put it at a high 9 because I do have a thing for battle masks.
Battle mask? I really adore the face shape for the Gremory. Now I know this photo doesn't show what it looks like, but I remember building it. I was really unsure of how it would look because it required eye stickers, right? I'm not a huge fan of eye stickers, but I decided to apply it on. And then once it had the V-fin and then the face cover, it just enveloped the eye sticker in a way that doesn't look like a sticker anymore. And I felt like it was just like a, I don't know, I just admire design a lot. Building it, and it made me appreciate it once I fully built it and had my hands on it. Full 10.
Definitely.
Straight up.
Yeah. Sorry if you guys heard clicking, by the way. I was muting my mic because my parents are trying to knock on my door.
Oh, hello, Mr. and Mrs. Jackson.
I'm not American, okay.
A huge fan.
Okay, let's move on to the next in the line, which is actually the next in the photo.
Before I move on, I do want to specify for those of you guys who just came in, we are, or at least for MJ, he's going to be explaining the demonology related to design aspect for some of these IBO's mobile suits. That is what you guys are coming into.
Yeah.
There you go.
I did heavily specify that this is a trivia stream.
Yes, there's more so a trivia stream. But we do just get to discuss the design itself.
Yep.
Hey, you can spoil it. I'll just pretend not to read it.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, no spoilers for me.
Oh, okay,
That's
okay,
all
fair,
I'm saying.
fair.
But the next one is who you call Monsieur White Boy.
White Boy? Laros?
Yeah, the Gundam Zaga.
Oh man, this thing keeps going into this cycle. Damn it.
Well, OBS is a bit finicky. I would admit.
This is the one?
No. The one at the end of the gallery.
Flaros? Armory?
No. Dantalion. No, not Dantalion. Zagan.
Oh, okay. Slight misordering. Okay, well we can go back there now. It's okay.
Technical issues, by the way.
It'll always happen, guys.
Yeah, it happens. It always. Yep.
Yeah, that's JueriHaan.
Yeah, that's JueriHaan. Yeah, Monsieur White Boy.
White Boy.
I was literally yelling at my car saying that it's the Gundam Zagan.
He has
when you were mentioning it.
Zagan, yeah. It's newer to me, so it's like, I don't know, for some reason the name doesn't really fit the look of it, so it's hard for me to compartmentalize in my mind that this is Zagan specifically.
Let's see how the actual text would change your mind.
I will say though, wait, before you say anything, there has to be something horse related with this guy. Horse related or beetle related?
Unfortunately not.
No, his foot looks like a horse. Okay.
The 61st spirit is Zagan. He's a great king and president, appearing at first in the form of a bull with griffin wings. But after a while, he puts it on human shape. So, this is literally a bull with griffin wings, which is basically indicated by the brutish design, the gigantic horns, the hooves, the bull hooves actually.
Okay, bull hooves, yeah. I was gonna say bull too.
And the gigantic shield plier units on its wings. And if you want to push the bull theme even further, in case you guys don't know, this guy fights with his bare fists. So no giant weapons except for the shields. And it literally drills its fist into people, and apparently it can easily destroy nanolaminate armor if that one cutscene is any like indication.
I think if you squint just a little bit, you'll be able to see like the bull motif on his torso and shoulders. Actually, you think you can see that? But I will say, wasn't there like a G Gundam like mobile suit that had like a bull for his entire body, or is that something I had hallucinated?
What? No, that's from Neo Spain.
Oh, Neospain,
That's
yeah,
accurate.
Neospain, right.
That's the actual gigantic bull head as the torso.
This is Neospain's.
Well, is it like the Matador Gundam or something like that, or some derivative of that word?
That would make sense. This is basically Neospain's famous cousin, Zagan.
Well, post-disaster cousin.
Whoa! Post-disaster. You're so much.
Post-disaster is the timeline of IBO. Okay, I'm not saying anything.
You should
not saying
clarify that
anything,
before
dude.
you just say that straight up. Okay.
Yeah, post-disaster cousin of the Matador Gundam. Yeah, Japs channel, shield pliers, because if you see the segments with the blades, it can actually open up into a pair of claws.
Yes, I do see that.
Yeah.
I will say, if we're really going into like the bull aspect, right? You know, when you fight a bull, you probably do a bear hand, at least for matadors, right? So I think it's kind of neat that it doesn't have any weapons that it can rely on. With this, okay.
Yeah.
I
And
will
that's why
say,
the issue family is most powerful.
now you did build this for a review video, did you not?
Yep, I did.
Yeah. So I felt like the art for this looks really good, but the actual model kit, and maybe it's just because it's a high grade debuff, but it looked really plain in the model kit form. I'm hoping to get like an MG RG version of it made or something, so I can appreciate it more.
Maybe. It may just be the high grade defect, or the debuff, but after I painted it up painstakingly, I honestly love it even more. But I guess it's just my own bias towards my own work. I don't know. I don't want to bring that in.
No, I guess with like with this kind of high grade, maybe you spend time with like a dark micron pen or a Gundam marker or whatever, and just filling in some of the darker crevices, it might give it that depth.
Yeah.
But by itself,
Also,
as a high grade, it's just a lot plainer than I would expect it to be.
Yeah. Also, Golden Foxy. For some reason, there's an artwork of this thing that's more of a greeny blue. That's because Ebikawa was imagining what if Gundam Zagan was deployed in season 1. So what if Carta Issue assigned it to the Outer Earth Regulatory Fleet and fought Tekadan with it? So that's why it has sort of like a greenish blue in one of the interpretations.
Ebikawa is more of a recent Gundam artist, right? Because I actually really like Ebikawa's design for Begaribu for both that design and Torch
No, actually
too.
he did. If my knowledge isn't betraying me, I think he did do some designs for Double O and Gundam Age. I think I think he is the primary mechanical designer of those two series. Of course, Yanase is thrown into the mix, but yeah, I think Ebikawa did a lot of work on Double O.
I know MP is like no, MP is not real. He doesn't do a lot of model kit content. He actually does Type Moon stuff, but he knows way more about the individual designers for these things.
Yeah, I've only started to pick it up like recently, ever since I started watching G-Witch. And yeah, thank you for clarifying, you guys. Yeah, he's the designer of the Gundam X here.
Yes,
So
I
he's been
see.
around for a long time.
Good
So
Exia,
where do you-
Double, and Quanta.
Yeah. So where do we want to put Zagan on the scale?
Oh, this is strong. I think this is like a 10 for me with Gremory there.
Same. I will put it up as a 10.
This is
Honestly,
like the MC mobile suit in the show, right? Or movie, I should
No,
say. No.
the MC mobile suit is a restored form of the Gundam Marcosius.
Oh, okay.
This belongs to the Issue family, which is the most powerful family among the 7 stars.
I see.
Okay, we have 2 more frames to go and 3 angels to blast through, so
You can take your time
let's
with
get through
it.
that.
We can also
Yeah,
leave a little bit of time left over for the content creation aspect of the stream. It's fine.
Yeah. Now, the next one is actually the Gundam Flauros.
Oh god. This one?
I'm sorry, we had to go backward. Yeah, this
Okay,
one. Yeah,
okay.
the white one.
White one? Okay.
I specifically picked this just because it's someone's like translation of what it looks like in the Calamity War. So they use there is a pink version that appears in season 2, but I'll let you find that out for yourself.
So for this one looks more like a grunt suit than something you associate with the rest that we've seen so far. What do you think?
I actually do think that this, like in its base form, obviously I like it better because OG for the win. but I think it looks rather plain with the short cannons.
Short
Because
cannons?
this thing is actually the introduction of what we now know as the Dying Slave rail cannon. So it uses the output of the Ahab reactor to charge a railgun and fires a devastating bolt. And the abuse of that weapon actually led them to them being banned during the post-disaster timeline proper.
No, apparently there is like a pink version of this, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Does that replace like the white aspect of it to pink, or is it the blue aspect that's recolored to pink?
Well, it replaces the white into pink and blue into white.
Oh, interesting.
And also, this thing has a transformation mechanism into a shelling mode. Just because it has so much firepower, it needs all 4 limbs to anchor into the ground to fire.
Oh, did you include that in the files?
I actually should.
Okay.
I actually should just send it to you.
Okay, yeah, you just send it out to me, and then I'll look at it for a little bit more.
Yeah.
Right now, my first impression of this, it's not really that strong, to be honest. It just doesn't scream anything memorable to me. Yeah, I'm imagining like a gun cannon type of pose as well. I'm interested in seeing that being reused as a gimmick for this one too.
Well, okay, yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I really cannot multitask. I want to read, but I can't.
It's okay. I'm buying time.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you the pink version as well. So.
That's okay. Take your time with it. We have lots of time.
So that. Yeah, I mean, I can stay. Like the whole time limit thing is just because Jueri was trying to adjust to my schedule, but I personally don't mind staying for a bit longer just to get through the stuff we want to get through.
Hi, Jueri, Michael Jackson. We gotta explain that. We should have done the content creation part first. Oh, I think the pink upgrades it. I'm gonna see. I wonder if I can save this image for the stream. Try.
We'll try. But while she does that, I'm gonna read out the excerpt from the Lesser Key. After I pop the stream back up. So, he is a great duke, and appeareth at first like a leopard, mighty, terrible, and strong. But after a while, at the command of the exorcist, he putteth on human shape with eyes, flaming and fiery, and a most terrible countenance. He gives true answers of all things, past, present, and to come. But if he be not commanded into a triangle, he will lie in all these things, and deceive and beguile the exorcist in these things or in such and such business. So, that is heavily reflected on the Flauros' design, specifically the leopard part.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too. Especially since leopards are known to be more of like a sleek, slimmer kind of animals known for speed. So I guess that's why it's a little bit more stripped down in its design.
Yeah.
I do think the pink does it better though. I mean, don't get me wrong, the white and blue combination is really nice. But to me, the pink just feels like it gives a bit more personality onto this.
That's probably why they went for it.
But you said that is the pink an upgrade in the series, or is it more of a
the pink is more of an aesthetic choice. Of course, there is some like there's more like a minute upgrade between different nano laminate paints, with how white's being the weakest because it's cheapest and how purple is the strongest. But it's insignificant at the end of the day. It's just paint.
Someone said that the other form is best described as digging to the ground, praying to God. The recoil isn't too much. I see.
Yeah.
We don't have that reference, but it's okay for next time.
Yeah. It's for next time.
Yeah, okay.
But the face, because the face plate is not like those traditional Gundam face plates where you have like 2 face slits or just a blank face. It has slats to depict the mighty and terrible face. Well, terrible means to instill terror.
What do you mean by slats?
Another form of the adjective.
What's slats?
Do you want me to send you a face close up of the Flauros?
Yeah. You mean like a slit or something? Where it's like...
There's actual concept art I can send you right here.
Oh.
So it actually has like vertical slats that its faceplate, like its chin piece connects into.
Okay, I see. It actually has a way more how to describe this? Like difference in what's coming forward and what's pushing back in the design for the head shape itself.
Yeah.
I see. Okay, I understand now.
And the high grade doesn't do it justice. I'm gonna be clear right now. The high grade does not do that face design justice because I really love the up close look when you actually see the concept art. And for that reason, I'm gonna give it like an 8.
We're not gonna be critiquing the pink one, just mainly because it's not really the official one per se. But we're gonna tell you. Are you talking about like the white and blue one?
Well, you can do both if you wish.
Both?
I just don't really have too much of a preference between either or in terms of like overall design.
Okay, fair. I actually think the pink and white color scheme gives it like an edge, like by 1 point. If I were to give this an overall rating based on the blue and white, I think it's a 7, a very safe 7. Doesn't have anything that sticks out to me particularly, but it's a safe choice in design. Nothing too disagreeable at all. But because of that, it kind of sits a little bit safely. That's why the pink, I think, just elevates it to an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, it was renamed during the production.
Renamed? Oh, does that mean like it had
know.
different demon that was representing as opposed to Flaros?
I think so. Yeah, Kanatabe Abikawa revealed that the first name he gave the mobile suit was Bale, as it felt like the spider-like demon reflecting the shell emote's quadrupedal form. However, he later found that the Flowros was more suitable.
Okay, I see. I don't know. I think actually Flowros might have been the best choice he could have made. I feel like we're gonna get like a spider form. It's gonna be way more than just this design, you know, because I think you could do so much more with a spider.
Yeah, and honestly, there are some like multi-limbed designs in the Lesser Key that I really want to see in the form of a Gundam frame. I'm not gonna delve into it right now. There's a lot of lore, but I honestly am curious. That's why I'm so invested into this. Like, I like mythology, and I like what they did with their own interpretations of the demons. So that's why I get so pumped every single time a new Gundam frame gets announced.
I think you're the first person I know because who talks about the more of the demonology associated with it. Because I think most people who think about IBO think about the story and whether or not they enjoyed it or not, right? So I think it's kind of fascinating. You add like an extra dimensionality to your interest in the show, and they do a very good job from the designer's POV of being able to bring that to these mobile suit too. Look at the transformation GIF in Stream Dump. Okay, let's see this. We got a transformation sequence too.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm gonna look at chat.
Oh. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I can see where the spider might be. What they're trying to go for here.
Yeah, same.
God damn, this GIF is long. Oh my gosh, wait. It really does look like a spider. Whoa. Okay, you know what? I take it back.
Now I can see where Ebikawa was coming from.
Oh man, I think that the other name would have been way more suitable, but it's because it's half the time it's gonna be standing up, so maybe that's why he didn't choose to go with that.
Maybe. And probably because Bale is already taken.
Yeah.
And so, speaking of Bale, we're not gonna talk about the first demon. In fact, we're gonna talk about the last Gundam frame that was sequentially the last Gundam frame in the Lesser Key of Solomon. So the one with the big folder, Jueri.
Big folder? Oh shoot. Okay, we're gonna have to
just do the bear form at the moment.
Bear form? Yo, you're asking me too much. Hold on.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's not like I didn't expect it or not.
Yeah. I swear to God, if we get the Gundam Paimon by way of a Genshin collab.
Paimon? Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, because Genshin also takes from the Lesser Key. Like that's not like one of the only like hooks that I still have to Genshin at the moment. I'm sorry if we're going off topic.
Wait, are you talking about
Genshin
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about the Dantalian. We're just waiting for it to set up. I'm just giving some like minor trivia about something off topic. But Genshin takes a lot from the Lesser Key. And if you guys don't know, the gods are named after the demons. And they're pretty faithful with it, especially Morax. They're pretty faithful with what they've done. There we go.
Okay, we got quite a bit of here. Is that what you wanted?
Yeah.
You gotta find the...
Let's.
Which one is it? There's so many. There's so many forms for this guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh
because...
my! Should we just cycle through all of it, or do you want to land on a specific one?
We can just cycle through all of it because it's more like with the forms. I'm not gonna be discussing too much in terms of tech specs and whatnot, but because the reason it has so many forms is because Dantalion is a great duke and mighty, appearing in the form of a man with many countenances, all men's and women's faces.
Interesting.
In modern English, it means he adopts many different forms when he is summoned, and he hath a book in his right hand. And the rest of the powers don't really like factor into Dantalion in terms of the Gundam frame. But the fact that the Lesser Key actually says that he has a lot of different forms is probably reflected in the armor packs, because if you don't know, this is from Gecko. It's owned by the Zaunfort family, and it is one of the last Gundam frames to be produced in the war, which is why they culminated everything they've learned from the previous 70 Gundam frames and developed different armor packs for the Gundam Dantalion.
Says that they only have the big arm for the Dantalion as a kit. Every other form has never gotten a kit. Oh, I see.
Yeah, we only have the half cowl T as a kit, and for so long I've wanted a kit of the full, the perfect cowl Dantalion, and we've never gotten a kit of it. There's a scratch build out there, but I don't think that counts.
Wait, so let me see which one. Which one has a kit? This is the one with big arms, right? So this one here?
No, just the big arms.
Just the big arms. Yeah.
That's the booster form. And yeah, this one. This one is the one we have a kit of.
I don't know. This one looks like it loses a bit of balance in this.
That's exactly why it is so hard to rate Dantalion, because it has so many forms.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be kind of unfair just to rate the one form it has. You have to kind of critique it individually. This kind of reminds me of the Maxter Gundam.
The Gundam Maxter, really?
Yeah, you know, because he got like the big punchy arm. And anyways.
Yeah, the big punching gloves.
I'm very superficial with my linking of stuff to other references.
Nah, it's.
Ooh, what the heck?
It's honestly fine.
I don't understand.
It also had big legs as well.
Someone said undress, pants, shirt, all dress. Okay, it makes sense now. I understand that now in context.
Yeah.
So is it just like armor that it decides to put on or take off depending on whichever form it wants to go for?
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
So depending on the situation, yeah, he can equip either the arms, or just the legs, or he can equip the shield as a chest plate, and adopt every single armor pack. And that's how the perfect cowl came to be.
It's modular. I don't actually like the full form, but it seems like you guys are way more excited about it than I am. Even though the final form was never shown in the franchise media.
Yeah. And I really wish we would see it in action, because it did see action in a defunct arcade game called Gundam Tri-Age.
Oh.
And that was where the Dantalion was originally introduced. And somehow they managed to work that into Gecko, and retroactively we got a kit of it.
Oh.
But we didn't see any of the other forms in any mainstream media, which is very, very sad.
Okay. So what would you say is your favorite then of all the forms?
As appreciative as I am of the perfect cowl, I would say the naked form is the best. I would definitely just prefer the naked form. That's actually what it's called, by the way.
The naked form? You know, sometimes they do that. Sometimes in Gundam they use English words that they don't know the context of. But yeah, sure. Okay, we can go with that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they did come up with some very sus names in Gundam. Ever since Zeta.
You know what? I have to agree with you. I have to say that the regular naked form is probably the best form.
Yeah.
I'm not actually a huge fan of the armor that it puts on. Do you like the armor itself?
I appreciate it, and I like what they were going for. But in terms of a design perspective, not necessarily.
Yes, I agree with that
I'm in it more for the gimmick than the final product, if you know what I mean.
Yes, I agree. The process of like putting on the clothes, I get it. You like your mobile suit with armor. I get it.
Yeah.
The Gecko
So,
author went on to make more popular novels, the Rascal series, for example.
Yeah.
I see. I think this could have been stronger. I really think they could have been stronger with the way they went about this. Because
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, right. I feel like, for example, you take like the. Actually, no, I don't know any examples, but I just feel like if the second armor form was a bit more appealing, even if you take off like one aspect of it and it'll still look good, it could have been a stronger design with this. But I do like what they're going for with this.
Yeah,
I
practically speaking.
I think it's possible to rate it as a whole, though.
Yeah, it's possible to rate it as a whole. So, if we just talk about the naked form, I've definitely given an 8, especially because the weapon it has, the bayonet sword, bayonet rifle. I have an obsession with flipping weapons, like the GN sword and whatnot, and the bayonet sword actually does that. So, in terms of that, I'll definitely just give the naked form an 8 or a 9. I love the skeletal aesthetic and all of that jazz. But if we're rating it as a whole, it's really creeping into a 6 for me because I don't like the design, but I like the gimmick.
I would say I would probably rate the naked form an 8. It's like a really weak 8 only because it feels like the proportion are a bit too human-like in this form. Like you would see this kind of proportion on like a human, so that's why I'm like a little bit hesitant about it. But with the whole gimmick itself, yeah, I would say a 6 as well. I think if it this is probably one of the ones that people are looking forward to seeing in model kit form. But man, the final form that it's supposed to turn into just doesn't really appeal to me. It's a little bit too boxy for my taste, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely appreciate it on my shelf, but
I don't know,
in terms
even
of preference, nah. In terms of preference, I have an obsession with equipping armor like Iron Man. Okay, so that's kind of where my liking stems from it.
No, I think that's fun. That is fun.
Yeah, yeah. But
he's just drowning. He's drowning in his own mobile suit or armor.
He's drowning in his own armor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly, Jabs. It does look fun to play. It does look fun to play with.
Yeah. Okay.
So, basically, that wraps it up for all like the demons that we chose to talk about.
Do you want to talk about the armors as well?
Yep, the mobile armors.
Okay.
Because if you guys don't know, there's like there's like an antithesis to the 72 demons. So there is 72 angels documented in the Shemha Mifarash. And apparently they decided to adopt some of the names and into the mobile armors when they were making designs for the game and for Earth Hunt. So shall we talk about the green boxy one first?
The green boxy one, it has a name. His name is, was it Namam?
The name is Nemamia. Nemamia. So he, well, I don't know what pronouns I should use for it is apparently, but Nemamia is a Kabbalistic angel. He is the 57th of the 72 angels associated with the Archangel Choir, symbolizing justice, prosperity, and deliverance. So, nothing. Of course, now that we know a lot about mobile armors, and we know they're the opposite of the guardians of humanity, but maybe like there's this whole speculation because there's one part of me that thinks that it may be another Devil Gundam situation, where the AI just went haywire and decided to wipe out humanity instead of protect them. I don't know, I'm speculating at this point because the traits of the angels has nothing to do with the mobile armors because, well, angels don't wield weapons apparently, at least among the 72 that I've seen.
Gundam was playing Monster Hunter World with these designs? Oh, really?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Damn, I don't know if I can really give this a proper rating because I don't know. It doesn't really speak out to me compared to the mobile suits. The Hashima was really cool because I can understand what they're going for with it, but this one I don't really understand.
They were going for like a mobile fortress with a gigantic cannon on top and missiles on its appendages.
Is it actually a fortress? Like you can like live on or something?
No, they were actually.
Or is it separate?
Well, the design gives me like a mobile fortress kind of look.
Okay. I see.
But it's literally just a cannon and missile pods, and of course it can summon plumas just like every other mobile armor.
Now, I don't mind mobile armor. I feel like you do have to put a bit more work into it because usually mobile armors don't have like a face to it per se. But this one feels a bit like it's adding stuff onto it that doesn't really do too much to design overall.
I feel like it's really just geared towards being a game design than an actual design that would try to fit into the plot. Because this only appeared in the MSV and is only like a boss in the Iron-Blooded Orphans game.
Okay. It does not look that intimidating to be a boss at all.
No, it definitely doesn't. Especially when it's like the size of the Hashmal, which isn't large in terms of mobile armors.
I understand. But at the exact same time, that thing is taking up shelf space like nobody's business. I know there's much bigger mobile armors, but the Hashmal is still considerably big.
Yeah. And if we want to speak about large armors, you must have seen the next one before, the Harael.
The Harael. Oh yeah! This one, okay, I know the image on screen looks really small, you guys. But this thing is massive. There's like actually a size comparison chart someone sent like a couple streams ago for this one.
Yeah.
Harael, yeah.
And if you guys know how large the Marcosius is, he can comfortably stand on the palm of one of those claws and still feel like it's being dwarfed. So the Harael is actually a huge mobile armor.
I gotta find a picture because I feel like that picture alone was able to put in perspective for me just how big or how small Hashmal was compared to something like this.
It's somewhere in
yes, I have
Stream
it. I have it.
Oh, that's good. So,
oh
in case you guys want to know, Harael is also one of the 72 angels, the 59th to be specific, associated with intellect, wealth, fertility, and wisdom, typically for those born between January 11th and January 15th, representing God who knows all things or all-knowing God, and connected to the Archangel Raphael.
Oh, by the way, here's the image. I don't know if you can see it on the screen or not.
Yeah, we can see the side shot just fine.
Okay. There's one picture of that has like the mobile suit on the hand of the Harael as well. Let's see if you can pull it up. But you can see the Hashmal there. It's just considerably smaller than some of the other mobile armors.
It's absolutely tiny. Yeah, one of the Gundams was farming fighting two of them. Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh. It's crazy to me.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. And in case you guys are wondering, I know maybe nobody's wondering, but yes, these are direct like counters to the 72 demons. So Nemamiya rules over the 57th Goetic demon president Ose, and Harael rules over Marquis Orias. I know these names may not sound significant, but if you look into the lesser key, then you'll know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
But this thing is just huge. What do you think of like the bird-like design or something?
This is bird-like, you think? I think this is more akin to a bug, like a grasshopper of sorts.
Bird, bug, yeah.
I actually adore this one compared to the first one we were discussing for the mobile armor. That one,
Nemamiya isn't intimidating at all. It's like a game boss for a game boss.
No, honestly, it doesn't look like proper mobile armor either.
No, it doesn't. But like, excuse my scrambled brain, but Harael, I love the design. And in case you know about the story, then you know it's also very poetic. I love the look of the Harael.
Explain. What do you mean poetic?
Let's just say a certain demon has ties with Harael and gave it PTSD.
You gotta be more clear. You can't be poetic. I take it back. Don't be poetic. Be like upfront.
Okay, so spoiler alert then. The Marcosius fought two of these things, as like some members of the chat have been mentioning.
Okay, we'll stop there.
So they fought two of these things. And yeah, I don't know. The PTSD part is self-explanatory.
Okay, I understand. That's enough. Okay,
yeah.
I apologize. We made you go both direction, and we stopped ahead of time. Okay.
Yeah, let's talk about the final angel that we have on the list, which is also from Earth Hunt.
Ooh, ew! No, this is stick bug. This is a water bug.
This is the Mabaya, the 55th of the 72 angels of the Shem HaMipharach, whose name means the eternal god and represents morality, inspiration, fertility, and intellectual lucidity. So, of course, none of that factors in, but imagine this thing, according to the chart, is absolutely massive, and the bug shell on the back is a pluma spawner. So it receives materials from the bottom and
Oh wait, it's not in this
decides
photo.
to
It's not this
birth more
photo.
babies.
Apologies. Actually, it
My
should be
bad.
this
I
photo. Right.
must have misremembered. Yep, there we go.
Oh, there we go. Oh
There we go.
my god. It's just as big as the Hariel, but more of an absolute unit. I see.
Yeah.
I like the size
It's
comparison they have for
Yeah.
for mobile suits.
I think-
You think that mobile suits are these man-made things that can only get as big as we see them in like Japan, but then they decide to go beyond that and make some alienistic like designs that are much bigger, much more out there for what the universe in lore universe is able to hold.
I think whoever built these must have been playing Shadow of the Colossus because of the monster designs. Or Monster Hunter also applies as well.
Wait,
But
so
just imagine.
so for mobile armors,
Go
right? Let me
ahead.
just get clear. Is it made by? It's just where did it come from?
I don't know. Nobody knows.
Nobody
it has
knows?
never been explained where mobile armors come from.
Aliens.
But yes,
You don't think so? I feel like that's like the
Imagine.
best explanation they could go for.
imagine, yeah. But the whole background of the post-disaster is that mobile armors have decided to like rampage all over the world and eliminate humanity. So that's why Gyarahorn was established, and because they were named after angels, they decided to make demons of their own. That's how the mobile suits came to be. And
Okay, that's pretty cool.
That's probably why they named the Gundam frames after the 72 demons.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Now there's some saying, so pretty much what you're saying too, where it's made by human unknown origins, but it kind of just went rogue by itself. That's kind of cool though. I think I like that concept. But
Yeah.
the materials. We barely have enough materials to make a mobile suit. Now we make material of these massive things.
Yeah, essentially. So imagine how scary this would be. Like I chose these three because they're from the 72 angels. So imagine Hashmal is named after a different like category of angels. So if you have that and you have the 72, imagine how like scary the calamity war would have been when you see like over, I don't know, God knows how many of these things roam around, because like I said, there were 2 Hariel units. So there could be more than one of each of these in the Calamity War.
So the Hashmal, I know made an appearance in season 2, right? But what about the
Yeah.
other mobile armors? Did they make an appearance in the anime?
The Nemamiya appeared in the game and just the game. That's why I keep emphasizing that it's just the game boss.
Okay.
But Harael and Mabaya both appeared in Earth Hunt, and they're quite significant to the plot as well, like in terms of like the timeline anyway. So plot significance, I'm not gonna spoil it, but in terms of pinpointing the story events, they're both quite significant.
Okay, that makes sense. I see. Yeah, I would love them to have bigger significance to the story, because I think, again, you can only really do this with IBO.
Yeah, because especially when you decided to when they decided to name their mobile armors after the 72 angels, and you can only imagine how devastating that would be, given that you have these gigantic monsters roaming around, maybe more than one of them each, like per name, and you have their babies roaming around as well.
After the MAs are brought up in the TV anime, it never really goes anywhere after that mini arc is done. Oh, it's kind of a shame. But I feel like,
Yeah.
again, with IBO, especially with the not just the anime, but also the games and stuff, that's when I feel like they really explore what you can do with the Gundam designs. Because I feel like the most unique mobile suit design are in that franchise. Obviously outside of
Yeah.
like G-Quacks or something, but I mean more so within like the Gundam franchise itself. So fascinating.
Yeah. it's quite fascinating, and that's why I really like Iron-Blooded Orphans. But that basically covers all the trivia that I have ready for you guys, because, well, I kind of want to make this kind of like a bookend to our own celebration of Iron-Blooded Orphans' 10th anniversary, and to culminate like bits of the mythology, the lore they've established over the past 10 years. So that's like the list that, well, I've decided to compile and bring onto the stream, since my channel isn't really made for that type of stuff.
I feel like you could. You know, I always thought about making like a podcast for the channel, but YouTube has a weird thing where they don't separate podcasts from the rest of the videos. So it's like, you know, I don't know how it's gonna affect the channel itself if I just put them out there. So I just do most of it on stream because it's like separate. Yep, exactly. Yeah. I wonder how Lucifer would be.
I wonder how Lucifer would be.
Oh, you reading that too?
Yeah. I'm reading that too. Lucifer being both mobile armor and mobile suits. I don't know, but since they're strictly sticking to the Ars Goetia in for their Gundams, I think Lucifer they either would take it from his time as an angel or just exclude it altogether.
Ooh. I feel like they could do something really fun with that. They really could.
Yeah. No, Lucifer wasn't in the Ars Goetia. Shiroi... my Japanese is really betraying me, but are you planning to see the movie if available? Yeah, Shiroi Kushira. Are you planning to see the movie if available in your region, MJ? I actually saw it. Don't ask me how. It's out on digital in Japan, that's all I'm gonna say. But I really want to do, like, I don't know, another one of these after Jueri has seen Earth Hunt and discuss about it, because
I don't like it.
I have... Yeah, you guys are gonna... I don't know. I think I really don't know.
It really depends. I think I know MJ actually proposed to have another stream like this specifically for that movie, but my concern is that I watch it, I have nothing to say, and that's it. You know, I don't know if I would feel like I have anything in depth to say, because the way that MJ talks about the IBO series is so different from how I enjoyed it as a show, right?
Well, Earth Hunt, they oh my god.
But did you
don't even get me started.
Wait, did you actually fly to Japan to watch it?
No. They were just taking the Mickey out of it.
No, the Mickey.
Yeah, well, I don't want to be rude. What? I'm using British slang just to not be rude. I'm just gonna say they're taking the piss out of it.
Okay.
But yeah,
I take it. He did it through source. He did it through valid channels, guys. He did it through reputable sources.
I can watch it then. Yeah, I can watch it and then all three of us can talk about to fill in for your lack of input. Sure, to us. I would love to have you in on my end anyway.
We can do a proper collab with the group. I think it'd be interesting. I have to figure out the concept for it for streams.
Yeah, and I'm getting my avatar done, so hopefully next time I pop onto something like this, I would have it ready.
True, Tuas actually has an avatar. He's a PNG, actually. So
that's why I want to join.
Now I will say one thing, MJ.
PNGs. Yeah.
So for the second half, we're gonna be talking about content creation. If you guys are interested in making videos or streams for model kits, this is the time to be. We're basically wrapping up our bit of demonology, angelology with MJ here. But I was gonna say, oh yeah, MJ. So when it comes to VTuber model, this is just super off topic before we get into the actual thing. I would recommend doing what 2S does and just use like PNG with different expressions. I rarely ever record with my whole self because I hate how I look in them.
No, that's exactly what I'm trying to get done, and I have asked someone from your server to do it.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna let them take all the time they need to do it. I just don't want to be that kind of a pushy person. But just to say, I'm gonna get a PNG done. And hopefully next stream there will be something more like not necessarily appropriate, but something more less patchy to represent me, like my face being pasted onto a random avatar, so like a proper avatar to represent me next time.
Okay, so let me just put up just a little bit of a signage here so people know that we're talking about content creation now.
Sunny.
It's because Sunny says how he's saying, Jueri, how do people play retro game nowadays while purchasing the official game console? Oh, clearly they don't play it. That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Topic. Content. There you go. Just want to put that out there, so people aren't like, "Why are you talking about IBO?" Oh, because you should come in earlier. There you go.
Yep.
So you want to introduce your main content to people who may not be familiar to your channel?
Alright, so I'm not gonna do Scottish. You want me to do Scottish? I'm not that much of a silly person, to be honest.
MK is so funny, you guys. I thought he was gonna be a very serious person, because a lot of model kit reviewers have a very authoritative, informative kind of persona. But on his stream, he legit breaks down the Scottish accent without anyone asking. It's crazy.
Yeah, but
it's good, apparently. If he says good.
It's good enough. But yeah, I mainly do model kit reviews, and I think the main appeal after my rebrand in 2022 was that I do concise reviews, I touch the kits up, and make sure they're accurate to the line arts, to painstaking painting, and basically delivering like information in a condensed manner, because I think the appeal came from just how many like those mainstream YouTubers go like at least 10 minutes into a review, and how I can just deliver the information in like under half that time. I don't want to toot my own horn, but that's my observations. But yeah, mainly I do Gunpla reviews. I also occasionally do some lore discussion, very occasionally, like once in a blue moon. And I'm recently trying to get back into streaming, and like I said, I'm getting an avatar done. So I wanna... That's basically my gist. It's all about Gunpla.
Okay. As for me, if you don't know who I am, even though this is my channel, get out of here if you don't know who I am. Kidding. I'm pretty much just a VTuber who fell into the Gundam rabbit hole about what year are we in? About 2024 of last year, or sorry, 2 years ago. Yeah, this actually marks my 2nd year anniversary with the hobby, funny enough. So yeah, I'm a relatively new builder. And
we're ending an anniversary and celebrating another one.
Yeah, actually, no, for real. Like in the beginning of my YouTube journey, I was doing a lot of variety. I didn't know what I want to settle on. But one day, a viewer suggested I build model kits on stream. So, you know, I did some window shopping, picked up one I liked, and then built it on January of 2024. Yeah. And since then, it's been a weekly build stream every Saturday. And I actually started doing VTuber tutorials. That was my main gist for the video side. But after some time, even though it got me views and stuff, it didn't really give me the community I wanted. So I just felt like, let's just go full send this into the Gundam niche and fully embrace it and stuff. And since then, I've been here doing just that. Honestly, I feel a little bit of imposter syndrome. I feel like a tourist sometimes because I ask so many questions and stuff, and things they're obvious to most people, is new to me, you know? Yeah.
And to be honest, I do still feel the same. Like despite how much the channel has grown ever since my my rebrand and my I've stopped chasing numbers, and ever since that the numbers just came. And personally, I don't really care as much to like use numbers to inflate my ego as much to, well, excuse me, I'm autistic, okay? But
bro, it's
I
chill,
use
chill.
I use the numbers more like as an appreciation, because ultimately helping people is my like main joy. And trust me, I do throw myself off the deep end to help people. I reviewed the Zeus silhouettes with the real great Akatsuki, which is a gigantic money pit.
Oh,
but honestly, the ultimate like objective of what I do is I just want to help people in like my own way. And people see me as serious, but I try to be silly, especially in some of the video intros that you guys may have seen.
Yeah, actually, let me ask you, what is this rebrand you talk about? Is this on the same channel or is it a separate channel? Explain that a little bit more.
It's on the same channel, and I'm gonna give you guys a bit of a lore dive into my channel. I started out when I was 12, funnily enough, so it's been 12 years. I started out as a Cantonese channel, and I started like emulating some of the more well-known reviewers back in the day. So you guys may call them the OGs.
Actually, it seems like some people are familiar with your channel and your old reviews even.
Yeah, my old reviews are quite different, and ever since I did a news video, someone in the comments inspired me to, well, if you title the video in English, you should speak in English. And so that's why I came to speaking like English for my reviews, and apparently that was reaching a wider audience. And from then I started doing like more impromptu reviews. Like I put the kit in front of me, turn the camera on, and just speak my mind. And apparently, because like the more I look back at it, the more like I feel unscripted just really isn't my thing, because I cannot get my thought, like put my thoughts together like eloquently enough to deliver a review like off the cuff, if you know what I mean. And especially because I used to just want to review a kit just to get my opinion out there, and just for the sake of having an opinion. And that's just kind of like my way to kind of drive up numbers in something, because I do definitely have like an inferiority complex, and I'm still working through it now, but it's far less significant in what I do. So back in the day, it was just off the cuff reviews, turn the camera on, put the kit in front of the camera, and just off I went. That worked out for a little while, especially because with IBO being like my big break, and of course the Real Great Unicorn, but that's another time. So I decided that, we have like a hole in the market, since like MP mentioned, Type V3, who delivered extremely concise content. There was like a vacuum that needed to be filled. And I vividly remember some people telling me that I do like your concise reviews, and so I just leaned into that. And then I remember in the late, like most of Type V3's reviews actually did a touch up on the kit. And since I thought that if I am gonna go to the extent to touch up a kit, might as well make it like accurate to the line art or whatever source material that it came from. So I eventually did that, and in the Turn A Gundam Shin review, I tried that out, and then it eventually just started working for me. Granted, it's a lot more effort compared to just sitting in front of my absolutely crappy photo booth and speaking for like half an hour and getting the video out in less than, I don't know, an hour of editing. Yeah, it's a lot more time. Like, it takes a lot more time to make one of my reviews, despite how long the videos may be.
Yes, I totally agree.
I definitely am glad that I took this direction. Granted, I can get a little bit perfectionistic about, well, how a kit looks and whatnot, but I still take pride in what I do, and honestly, I'm glad that I got to like the space that I do now just by helping people out of the bottom of my heart.
I'm very happy for you that you're able to find that for yourself. I remember when you joined the server, I didn't know who you were. I feel bad to say that because I feel like I'm not known as most people, but people are like, yo, God. Or it's like someone said, oh yeah, MJ joined. I'm like, who's MJ? And they're like, yeah, the guy that just joined. I was like, okay. Everyone joins in the Discord like per day. And then they had to explain to me that you were a content creator, and that's how I sort of found out a bit more about your content. And since then, I've noticed that some people have sort of said stuff like, oh, you know, I watched MJ before I knew you, Jueri, blah, 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 stuff like that. And I was like, oh, okay, so this guy kind of has a bit of history. And one of the intimidating part with something with doing a model kit niche is that people who do model kit niche tend to be around for a very long time. Like you said, you started when you were about 12 or something, doing like basically over a decade worth of video logs. And it's not just you, it's actually a very common occurrence with people that do the same hobby too. Which is why I feel like I can't really do review videos like that. And I know that there's a fair amount of people saying, oh, don't worry, Jueri, you're not a tourist, blah, blah, blah. But I can't do it in the same vein as someone like you who does informational stuff. I don't think I could provide that sort of comprehensive view of it.
Yeah, but even then, through my efforts, I learned more about the hobby. Like I did my first like extensive scratch build when it came to the high-grade H1 razor. I was asking questions in different servers, getting tips, and unfortunately injuring myself. But
Oh,
ultimately, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Like that's all I can say. You guys don't see the strife that I go through into making a single one of these videos, not unless you can't, like, you're in contact with me directly through either my server, or if you're friends with me and DM me on Discord, Facebook, Instagram. You guys would not know the strifes that I go through. I mean, Jueri is going through the exact same things that I went through in order to get to where I am. So I think you don't need to worry about messing up. Sure, there are some very, very gatekeeping people in the hobby, and trust me, I've met a whole share of them. But don't mind them. Everybody has to start somewhere. It's basically like learning, like, just anything. Like, I
yeah, I
don't
agree.
understand why people can be so mean towards people who are still learning something. And I think we need to get rid of that stigma. And granted, we need on our side, we need to start accepting that it's okay to mess up. I messed up recently in my Barbaros Lupus review, but hey, we all mess up sometimes. All we got to do is just learn from it, take the advice, and if you guys are kind enough to help out, then by all means do so. Just don't be mean to anybody who's coming into the hobby just to try and learn a different skill, because honestly, I don't see myself as a pro gunpla builder. I honestly see myself, at best, a guy who builds samples for a store. That's it.
Oh,
I'm
I
not
see.
GBWC level or like master scratch builder, build fighters, MacGyver level builder. I'm not that. And honestly, I'm still learning different skills along the way, and given the weather conditions, I'm also learning about the different intricacies of how the environments could affect, for example, a paint job. So I am still learning despite all the things I'm going through, and I'm so glad that a lot of you guys have given me so many tips that can get me to this point and allow me to enjoy the hobby to the fullest, even if it's an absolutely tall order to fill in some holes that kids left behind. Like, for example, the high-grade Astray No Name, if you guys know that kit. But if you guys can give the same energy to Jueri, that would be very, very appreciated.
I appreciate that. I do feel like they do that for me. I'm very, very fortunate that a majority of Gunpla people who come through my stream or some of my videos have been very supportive and very kind and rarely ever that elitist.
Yeah,
you are right though, because
thankfully.
the hard part about this hobby is that there's so much information, there's so much history and lore to comb through that you will get things wrong. And I kind of hate to say it, but my Kasi Gundam short it's steadily getting views on it for a short on my channel, and I have some incorrect information there that MP actually corrected in the comment section. That's why I never do informative stuff anymore, because it just wasn't like my. I'm okay being corrected. It's less of that, and more so I don't want to misinform other people, which scares me the most. And so rather than doing the informative route that you're doing, I'm doing more so of like an experiential kind of thing, where I sort of share that beginner experience with people and also create that community for people to come in and talk about it.
And I think in a way that's kind of what we are missing in the hobby. I don't know if it's a proverb in English, but there's a proverb in Chinese saying that. Should I just do the original excerpt instead of translating it immediately?
Yeah, you could try, because there's some Canto speakers in chat.
Yeah, so it's basically a 台上10分鐘，台下10年功. Basically, it's saying that whatever you see that's 10 minutes on the stage, it would have taken 10 years off stage to perfect. So that's essentially like saying that you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. What you see, the presentation, it's not easy. It's more than meets the eye. So I think
agree,
that you're peeling back the curtain of what what a hobbyist goes through in the beginning, and maybe later on we go through the intermediate and the expert stages. And you're peeling back the curtain and letting everybody like experience like what it's like to start out in the hobby in a more public lens.
I know that for one of my unboxing video for USCGS, someone commented that, oh, do you do review videos? And I said no. And he said you should do more of it because we need more beginner reviews and POVs. But to be honest, like I said, it's I'm sorry, I suppose it's very interesting to people, right? But I'm getting to a point where my knowledge of the franchise is more than it was when I first started. So it's a very weird transition being an absolute beginner to someone who should know these things by now but just don't remember it because there's so much information. I don't know if you go through that sort of phase, but for me, like you said, right, 10 minutes on stage, 10 years experience to get there. I've only really recently just started hitting the algorithm with my streams, and that's how you found me through my IBO Grammar stream. For one reason or another, I've been doing this for about 2 years now, where I build every Saturday. Those Grammar streams kind of pushed me onto the stage unwillingly, or rushed me to there much faster than I would have anticipated. And for me, my experience during those times, I was really experiencing imposter syndrome because I was thinking, would I do deserve this? You know, there are other VTuber, there are other Gundam model kit streamers who do what I do, but for some reason or another, it's just started landing on the algorithm of people's pages. And so,
that's kind of...
yeah, for me, I've been trying to work through those feelings a lot more these days. You have something to say?
Yeah. And before I say what I want to say, yeah,
Yes.
patriarchy should know by now feels like you're a little bit rough on yourself. The learning process for media and hobby rabbit holes is deep. Going for 40 plus years is going to be a while, and it's fine.
Thank you.
And that's what I was gonna talk about as well, because I still feel to a lesser extent the imposter syndrome. Because in the past, when I was chasing numbers, I was like, you have the do you mind if I mention the creators directly?
No, that's fine, it's fine.
So okay, yeah, you have Becca Gaikozu, you have Zakura Aurelius, and some other reviewers I don't remember whether or not I mentioned, but
Those
you
are
have
two
those
main ones, yeah.
titans on top of Mount Olympus. Why would you want someone like a peasant like me just delivering the information? I did go through a bit of a phase like that, and granted, it was for an unhealthy reason. And even now, I think I still feel like I don't deserve to stand on the upper echelon of Gunpla reviewers, because what people knew me for back in the day was because, well, Hong Kong, you obviously gets new kits before their intended release date, so being the early reviewer means that I get to get a video out quicker, and so that's largely the reason why a lot of my G-Witch content got a lot of views, just because I was the first to be there. And ever since I moved to the UK, where obviously Gunpla is rather scarce, especially the new things that would officially take 2 or 3 months to come to regular markets, I was thinking to myself, I've lost that edge right now. What am I gonna do? Are people gonna leave just because I don't review a kit in time? I went through that stage myself, but if you guys kept up with my community posts, I have posted publicly about this uncertainty, and I'm so glad you guys are willing to forgive the time delays and me not being the first, because that was like the one obsession that I've had during my content creation journey. Yeah. And I'm so glad people are very accepting to me not being the first to review, and gradually, sorry, being a bit burpy. So so more people come in for like my style of reviews, whether it's the silly jokes in the beginning or the concise nature of the reviews. Whatever it is, I'm so glad you guys came in for the quality instead of when I review a kit, or like whether or not some other factors that put me on top of others. Okay, so I'm so glad that that's not the case anymore.
Honestly, that's really admirable, because I've actually talked about some of my struggles with my friends too, and you know, we were trying to figure out directions for myself, and one thing they suggested was being a model kit reviewer. And you know, I said what I said earlier in the stream, but also a lot of the people who are able to get their hands first on these things have a much bigger advantage in scooping up the views over other people. And so well, I'm not in a position to receive model kits like that from a company to have first dibs on these things. So I just felt like the notion of it was a pressure I wouldn't want to put on myself. Because once you're known to be the first of something, it's hard to shake that off or break that streak once something like your situation where you moved out of Hong Kong and into UK for. So I greatly admired that and trying to move past that for yourself. At the exact same time, I know that sometimes people in chat right now are saying that it's good to have more opinions and more reviews on kits, even for older kits that have been reviewed plenty of times, right? But you know, for us, it's like it's hard to find what our spark is, find what makes us different from other people, to be able to provide a new angle on something that people have seen tons of reviews for, right? So I understand that struggle too. I think even more of a struggle for me is that streaming is like my main platform as a creator. Not necessarily specifically a Gundam creator, but just a creator itself. My video side of things, I don't think is comparable to any other of you guys right now who have like hundreds of videos on hundreds of kits. I just post videos like once a season, which is something I did want to change with New Year's for myself.
Yeah.
Can you explain to me what it's like being more focused on video as opposed to streaming, maybe?
To be more focused on videos means more time being silent, and especially with, like, right now, I took a 2-month break in 2025 just because of various things going on in my mind. I wasn't in the best situation back then, so I took a 2-month break, and I was playing catch up a lot of the time. And when the videos are brewing in the background, people just some people come up to me in the comments and ask me, "Oh, did you review the G-Quack Skelgoog? Because it's an imposter kit," or "Did you review? I thought you reviewed some kit or another, most notably the G-Quack Skelgoog." And it's like, come on, I really want to like respond. Like I obviously replied to that comment and saying that it's in the works right now, but I hate saying that. I want something to show for it. So being like primarily a video creator than a streamer feels like you're quite silent a lot of the time. So as much as I love to communicate with people, I just couldn't outside of comments. But yeah, I think for live streams, because I really want to pivot back, I feel like there's like more like immediate response and transparency in whatever processes that you're going through in terms of production or whatever you're working on your stream. I think there's just more of a direct like channel to talk to your audience, because like I have a Discord server, but apparently not a lot of people know it.
Ooh, okay.
So I don't like necessarily have like a broad reach in terms of like what I want to talk about behind the scenes, especially when it comes to my video works. So it just feels like I'm feigning not being communicative when I really want to be. And just because I want to pride myself on transparency as well, and working through the backlog and all that kind of jazz when it comes to content creation, it's, I don't know, being focused on videos just feels like you're like outwardly silent a lot of the time, just because the only opportunity that you get to publicly talk about your videos is when they get posted.
I agree, but at the exact same time, I can't deny the reach that video has compared to streams. That's why I always want to put out more videos, but when I go to do it, I have to say it's way more effort. It really is. But once I do finish it, it does feel satisfying. That's why I have to make videos that I know I'm gonna enjoy at the very least. I do want to mention though that some people in the chat have been saying that speed is like an appeal, but not the appeal for your channel. I don't know if you're reading the chat as your chat talking to me, or
I was reading the chat as well, and I'm so thankful that being early is only a appeal, but not the appeal.
I think we're super hard on ourselves. Both you and me on different aspects, we're definitely harder on ourselves. But this is probably the most transparent we've probably been about it. I mentioned in passing for streams, but yeah, like one of the downside of streaming, as Channel 2S says, that whatever you say half-handedly on stream won't get seen by 90% of people. So I would love to have something be permanently out, but I just can't do it consistently for myself. Yeah.
I guess we both have different work models. That's all I can say.
I will say I do look forward to seeing more streams on your channel, but I'm concerned that's gonna encroach on your video making, which is sort of your bread and butter for your channel, right?
Sort of, but I think my own like bread and butter, besides the videos, is that I love to just be goofy, be silly, and interact with people. Like I've mentioned this in one of the announcements in my own server. Like I love to interact with people and just yap about like Gundam and whatnot. So honestly, with me pivoting back to more streaming, I genuinely don't mind that it may impede on videos, because honestly, what the hell am I doing outside of work if I am not making videos? I am just either gaming or just lazing around in bed. And obviously I do take care of some of the chores here and there whenever I get the chance to. But most of the time it's just being wasted, and it's like I want to feel productive, but I don't have the energy to, and I really just cannot be bothered to either finish up a video or go into editing, or especially if some kid needs a major repaint. It's like, oh, I need to take this to the garage. I'm adjusting it for you guys over in America.
Garage.
We say a garage, yeah. We say a garage here. I need to take kids to the garage to set up and paint. I need to get the mixes right, and I need to be mindful about my time. So it's just a lot of faff that I did not want to go through. So what else am I gonna do if I'm not lazing around? I might as well just interact with the audience. And in fact, during the time that I'm lazing around, I'm not building anyways. And like I said in one of my streams, having somebody there, no matter what type of presence, kind of ushers you to be more like productive and more disciplined about how you use your time. So that's why I kind of enjoy building on stream so much. I would not have gotten the Wing Zero done had it not been for me streaming the build.
Do you ever plan to mix your video and streaming? Like, streaming, or how to describe this? Recording your video by streaming it. You know what I mean?
I only have one camera, so unfortunately not.
I see. I've tried that for myself, but the best I could do was like stream highlights, which I don't like for myself. Very much perfectionist, you know? I feel like I can deliver the content I tend to if I don't do a stream of it. You know, if I have to set aside a video mindset for a video. I can't do stream to video for myself comfortably. Release.
I guess because like how I can switch between different modes when I go into this video is all serious unless I have something witty to put in the beginning of my videos. And when it's in stream, like when I do stream, it's basically me in my raw form. Like no matter the avatar, like the upcoming avatar, no matter what I do on stream, it's literally just me being raw. And especially now that I've built up my confidence over the year, like almost 2-year gap between my latest streams and my last, that I feel like I can be more of myself and just goof around with you guys while I try to build. And honestly, I want to do more of that. I really don't want to be just serious all the time, especially with the personal character building and all the stuff that I've been through recently. Well, some of them are good stuff, and I'm just bringing the version of me from work, the goofy version of myself, into stream. Well, yeah, people at work, they're all goofballs, and that's the reason why I like my job. Like even the managers can take like a ton of jokes, but that's like the version of me that's really pure. And if you want me to be even like more pure, I would literally yell like an anime character. But got the finger!
Oh shoot! Oh my gosh! Wait, he's pretty good. He's pretty good at voice thing, guys. I'm a lot more shyer about it, so I just like whisper yell my streams for it. It's so cool. It's so cool.
But yeah, that's kind of like the version of myself that I really feel like it's mixing oil and water if I'm mixing it into my videos, but I can really be my true self in my streams. So even if it won't be regular, I don't mind streaming more often on my channel.
I know that for some of the creators I work with in this space, what they tend to do is release videos frequently, as you do actually for your model kit reviews, and then they set like a specific date that they advertise in their comment section to kind of redirect them to those streams. I don't know if you plan to... I don't know, actually I should ask you about your goals for your channel overall for New Year resolution, whether you have like a CCV you want to hit, or if you want to get monetized through as extra revenue from the streams themselves or something of that caliber.
Maybe as a pipe dream, I would want this to be my full-time gig, but I know that's not going to happen anytime soon, so I'm not going to dwell on that. But for myself, if I could, I would at least want to have like double the subscriber growth compared to last year. Well, I gained like 3,000 subscribers last year, and because of the break, I did have kind of like a blank period, which by all intents and purposes is out of my control. I was just trying to like focus back on myself. But if I could, I did make a joke about this on my stream. If I hit 20k before the Metal Robot Spirits Marcosius releases, I will be buying that. So I'm taking that to heart. I'm taking that seriously.
Wait, so how much time do you have until then?
I don't know. I think it's in Q2 of 2026.
I see.
So it's still a bit of time. So if I hit 20k by then, I'll review the Metal Robot Spirits Marcosius. But in all seriousness, I would at least want to like try and build up my subscriber growth for this year. So maybe say 6,000 within the year. I don't know.
So about 25,000?
Yeah, so maybe getting to 25,000 subs.
I feel like you can be a little nicer to yourself than that. I think 1k per month is doable. You don't think?
Hopefully. I've been only gaining 10 subscribers a day, so to have that big of a jump, there must be a powerful catalyst behind that. So I don't know. Maybe with our powers combined, it will be possible for the both of us to hit our goals. But,
I am kind of curious, but you can tell me in like secret, or you can reveal on stream. But how much do you gain per month in terms of subscribers?
Subscribers per month. I don't mind revealing that. I just need to navigate through menus.
I'm only curious though. Honestly, on slower months, for me, it's about like 350 maybe. I really dislike it when I only do streams, but when I do make a video, it feels like I put my time into working on something, so it's worth having this boost more than just the usual 350. Man, yeah.
Why is it not by month? I hate that.
It's usually the last 28 days.
No, I'm looking at it from last year.
What last year? No, and your YouTube studio should tell you your last 28 days. Or 30 days.
Well, my last 28 days then, I'll just refresh the page then. Last 28 days, I gained about, if it will load, about 229 subs, which...
Wait, what? Okay, wait, MJ. Are you doing like call to action in your videos? Because those transfer a lot more subscribers if you do that.
I do it in the end, so I don't sound too preachy.
You can be a little preachy. You can be preachy earlier.
Yeah, I do put up that plugin, but I don't know. I feel too modest about it, but
TOS here says that channel analytics for video and streaming is very different, which I do agree. But at the same time, because I don't do that many videos, I assume that videos were gonna be a lot higher, just because those are much more evergreen compared to streams. Like, I rarely ever see old VOD streams be circulated on YouTube itself, right? So that's why I was surprised you said it was only two something.
Yeah, it's about 200 something from the last 28 days.
With older channels like MJ's and mine, most of the community already know about us and either does watch or doesn't. No. I don't like it. I don't like to think about it like that, because that kind of shrinks the size of what kind of audience you can actually attract with that kind of mindset. Yeah,
and especially with model building, it's a bit of a niche. Yeah, it's a bit of a very like narrow niche, as opposed to VTubing. Some people come in for the character instead of what you're doing, or some people may think it's quite elusive to find an indie VTuber fully devoted to what they actually like, because a lot of it is just, well, corporations and agencies like demanding what they do or something like that. I'm not that familiar with the VTubing space, but
I'm a little bit familiar with it. There's actually several other content creators I know that do build streams, but
yeah,
I might be one of rare few that thinks about it from a YouTuber's perspective rather than just pure streaming perspective, if that makes sense. Because
yeah,
I do try my hardest to be more of a YouTuber than a VTuber that just does streaming. So that's might be why it feels different when I do my thing. I feel like I feel like I stick out like a sore thumb in both the VTubing space and also the model kit building space. And also the 2S is right in that VTuber agency are pretty lenient in terms of content. Well, that's what he thinks. I think for smaller VTuber agency, that's more of the case, but for larger agency, there's a bit of an unspoken rule where you stream something for 3 times. Never more than 3, usually, for new games and stuff. But I don't know exactly, because I haven't been in an agency myself. I've only ever brushed toes with it.
yeah, and honestly, I would rather be indie if possible. I think that's probably why Bandai doesn't want to work with me, because I'm far too honest.
Wait, actually, let me ask you, how is your sponsorship?
I've only properly accepted sponsorship once, and that is for an airbrush company. I did an honest review on their airbrush, which they allowed me to do, and that's basically, and they sent me a free copy of their own airbrush, and I've been using it ever since.
Oh, really?
So that's like the one time that I got like a proper like sponsorship and whatnot. Everything else you see on the channel is all out of my own pocket.
Oh, okay, I see. Do you not have like a Patreon page or have supporters directly support you?
Well, I have channel memberships, but I still need to work out the kinks for it, just because I had to rework it once last year, because apparently YouTube also makes members' first videos visible to everybody else. So I kind of had to rework that system and reevaluate what I can and cannot commit to. I honestly don't think you should do member first. It doesn't do well in the algorithm, you do that. Yeah, that's why I kind of put a stop to it at the moment, while I just continue working on my own videos, so that I can have like more time to reevaluate what I do with the memberships, or if I should just abolish it altogether. I don't know what to do in terms of further monetizing my channel directly to the audience, because either way it will have some negative repercussions. I mean, it's gonna be different, because I feel like I just put out so much on my stream that it's very visible to sometimes see where their support goes to, so it's a lot easier that way. I honestly think that you spend more time building your streaming community side, they will be more likely to support you, even just a little bit per month too. I'm actually very guilty of not doing as much membership content compared to other VTubers. So, I should do more, but it's a lot. It's definitely a lot. It says here, you're not sponsored by Bandai. I applied for P Bandai, but I thought that was a very easy thing though. I'm surprised you have difficulties with it. Have you not? When's the last time you tried applying for their partnership? No, I haven't tried applying for any Bandai partnership, but if they know about me, and because I'm like, if you guys have seen Top Gear, I'm like the Jeremy Clarkson of of the model reviewing space. I'm far too honest, because if I'm just gonna call a spade, and I'd rather remain it that way. So if I need to suck up to some corporation and tell them that, I'm gonna disregard this flaw, the rest of discounting that the rest of it is great, I'd rather just no. I'm not. I'd rather be. Oh yeah, sorry. I'd rather be completely honest and upset the companies than actually suck up to them. Am I not honest enough? I definitely would just try again, because they have like a form that you can just fill out and you just do that process. Maybe I can think about it, but I don't know, because I'm in the UK and maybe a little bit dicey. Well, how come? I don't think so. Well, that's for them to decide more than anything. Oh. Because P Bandai doesn't reach the UK.
Oh, but like it really depends on your audience though. If you can show that you have mostly US audiences, they'll let you.
In fact, I actually do.
Yeah, so yeah, you definitely do have a chance at it. I know that Channel 2S says that maybe that he doesn't because they know of him stuff, but definitely do try it. I don't think it would hurt.
Yeah, and in terms of like general like new stuff, New Year's resolutions, I would want to further settle into my new life at the moment because I've been in a job for like 6 months and counting at the moment, and I really want to settle in and try to find where my balances are before I commit to something larger. So even if this channel doesn't become like one of my main sources of income, I don't really mind. All I want to do is to just provide my input and help the people. Some parts of me still minds that the numbers are a bit weaker than what I'm putting out, but hey, it really isn't a deciding factor on whether or not I'm going to be continuing, because I definitely am. So long as I have something of substance to help people with, I'm not going to be I'm not going to care about any superficial stats.
Oh, working with Bandai, doing the actual sponsor content, going on events. Okay, I see. I didn't understand it was like that. I was thinking about the affiliates section of things. For me, my goal is to do at least 12 videos, so 1 video a month. Keep it small for now until I can comfortably do more than that. And then try to work up towards like upfront costs for sponsorships. Because I've been doing affiliate, which is fine, but I feel bad that a lot of the onus of that relies on the audience themselves. So I would like to move a little bit past that and at least try to secure one sponsorship that does more upfront stuff. I feel like a lot of creators have more opportunities to get that through video making side, which I'm kind of surprised that you don't actually actively go out to seek that for yourself.
I've had some sponsorship offers from either stuff that is irrelevant or some actual dodgy stuff, which obviously I'm not taking those. Yeah, but so long as but I also have some contacts with some model kit stores, and especially because I lived near one before we moved to our permanent family home, and I do have quite a good relationship with the store owner, and they say that if the opportunity arises, they will probably supply me with a kit, and honestly, that's more than enough. I don't need stuff to I don't need like monetary sponsorships, even though that would be very appreciated. I don't need it. And supplying me with more content to make is definitely more than enough for me at the moment.
You know, something you could consider doing is maybe setting up like a partnership with a store, and if you really want to, have your audiences purchase stuff from the stores to send to you to make videos on. Have you not considered that pipeline?
Do you mean something like a Throne store or something like that?
I guess you could say Throne. I really don't like using Throne, mainly because they take a massive fee on side of the audience. But for example, Zephyr's Arcade is the company that I work with, and he's actually one of the nicer of affiliates and partnerships I've made. What he does is that you can have your audiences send the creators boxes to their house.
Nice.
The only person who knows that is him, so he just sends it on your behalf. So I wonder if you can do something like that to help out with your videos, because I feel like for me it doesn't really matter nearly as much because I am more so creating experience, but for you who do more informative stuff, it might be more worthwhile to try to find ways to set up these things.
It might be, and I definitely think this is a conversation that we can prolong,
Yes.
like to off stream, so that I learn more about the intricacies of like doing business, quotes unquote, and I can in exchange I can tell you more about content creation beyond like what's here, and obviously maybe the deeper, like even deeper struggles that I go through in terms of content creation. So my mind is a bit scrambled at the moment, so I really don't want to think much about doing logistics and whatnot. But I think this is a worthy conversation that can extend to off stream.
Yeah, I can help you out with that. Try to set some monetization routes for yourself. To me, it seems like you don't know like I feel like you have so much of a fan base to have them to at least cover, or at least to break even on the videos by providing the revenue for yourself. Even if it's not Patreon, it could be other ways. But we'll talk about that off stream then.
Yeah.
Because in my time at least, I find that people do want to see you succeed. If you put out enough of a value proposition for what you do for your hobby or your channel, they're more than willing to cover the costs for things. I get surprised time and time again with that, because recently, for example, I put up like a crowdfunding page for the Bandai surprise box that's $180 on P Bandai, and I was like, guys, you spared some change to make this video happen so we can explore this thing. And they're like, they slammed it down, finished it within 2 hours, and like, yeah, just go make the video.
Jeez.
I know.
And your ASMR mic.
Yeah, I did promise at least three ASMR, so I did do that. So, I actually cried when I did like a crowdfunding for the ASMR mic stuff. You'll be surprised by how much people are willing to help you out, and it's not really bad to put some stuff for yourself for that.
Yeah, though I want to build my I want to figure out the intricacies for my streams, like get the audio levels right, maybe get the layout and the lighting right, and maybe hopefully get my avatar like debuted on my channel or something like that. But hopefully we'll I'll build up my streaming audience first, because people know me for my serious reviews. Then I'll probably start thinking about it when I have more people on the stream.
I was surprised how much of a natural you are when it comes to streaming. I was in awe of the personality you're putting forth on the streams. Yeah. Because I think one of the main things with streaming is that when you're streaming by yourself, you're probably going to be talking with your inside voice or your regular voice, which is like this. The problem is that when you're more so broadcasting to a room of like 10 or so people, you gotta really project yourself and really express yourself and kind of lean into your goofiness, because it gets halved by the streaming stuff, whereas the video you can kind of edit to be more amplified. So I thought it was fun. Check out the stream, guys. He's returning back to the streams. If you ever do catch it, do find it. Wait, Poor Genius, if you're here, can you grab his channel link and just put it into chat? I'm sure people already follow him though, because
yeah, and I'll try to be better about announcements, because
please.
Autism, ADHD, not good, not a good combination when it comes to punctuality. Let's be sure about that.
Thank you. There it is. There's his channel link stuff. Go find him.
Hey.
By the way, guys.
And by the way, Saber IBO, I'm so glad you hopped on board ever since my beginning Gundam review.
This is crazy to me. I guess, look, you're high-key a famous person. I'm just here.
Yeah, and maybe next time I go to Day of the Gundam in the UK, maybe more people will recognize me by my voice.
Oh, do you do like in-con appearances? Maybe this is more VTuber thing, so I don't quite understand how the the content creation space works.
I was there as a guest when they held the event last year.
Oh, that's so cool.
No, not necessarily not a proper content creator guest, but I was there as a patron. So I'm there as a regular visitor. Let's say.
Okay.
I was there as a regular visitor, and apparently some people just feel like they've heard my voice before, but cannot put a finger on it until I pulled out my channel. It's like, oh, it's you.
I actually don't like doing panels, I'm gonna be honest.
No.
Okay, as a VTuber, there's a lot of opportunities to do panels for different cons. The problem is that with a lot of these panels, for me at least, it's kind of like a PowerPoint presentation for school. And I just rather do it with my audience. It's more of like a goodwill charity work if I were to do one for a con. Yeah, is there like a UK build con or something, or model kit con?
I don't think there is a dedicated one besides Day of the Gundam. They only the Gundam Mad, one of the OG stores from the UK, has just started doing dedicated Gundam cons since 2025. And They're doing it again this year, 2026, and I'm definitely going. As a visitor again, obviously, because I don't really have that much rapport with the mainstream stores. But I would suspect that more people would be like in like that stage of I recognize that voice. Where have I heard it from?
I think that'd be wonderful to try to reach them out for. I do think you have so much leverage as a creator your size to be a guest or make an appearance at these places. For myself, I think it's interesting because I've done meet and greets as a VTuber at anime conventions, but I always felt a little bit out of place because I don't feel like I do traditional VTuber things, you know? Like I'm quite literally a nerd through and through for Mecha and Gundam right now, that people don't really know me there as a VTuber. Like one of the VTubers I'm associated with, she did meet and greet and she had like tons of fans at her meet and greet stuff because she does VTuber stuff. But because I don't really do VTuber content, most VTuber fans don't really find me. And you probably saw in chat, most people were like, yeah, I came here for Jueri. VTuber is secondary. Or I don't watch VTuber, but I watch Jueri. So I think it'd be fun to do con appearances at more specifically like the build cons or something of that caliber. But who knows?
It probably will. Like, now that you say that, the closest thing I've ever done to it is during secondary school, where I literally had like a desk where I put 3 kits that I built on display. Maybe I could reach out to some like stores, or actually maybe reach out to Gundam Mat themselves and actually bring in some of the kits that I've worked on. So like with my I really want to quote Tomogashi right now. Yeah, with blood, sweat, and tears, love, anger, and all of my sorrow.
What a nerd. Nerd. Point and laugh at him. I'm kidding.
Nah, but I would if somebody would want to offer me the opportunity to bring my kits in and display them as samples, I would genuinely be happy, even if there's no like monetary return or something. I just want to show these off in a more public setting aside from videos, because the camera doesn't capture everything. You need to see the real things in order to understand the processes that go in, like genuinely.
Origami said that they thought that you were honestly way more famous because they were surprised when your name was in the one build stream.
Which one?
The Grammary, most likely, because that one popped off.
Oh yeah, the one when you're finishing the Grammary, yeah.
Yeah. I suspected you were Hololive Iris. You know what's interesting? That was not the first time I heard that. I've heard that several times throughout my time as a Malekith VTuber. But I don't get it though. Well, but our voice is not remotely similar at all. Like
I haven't seen VTube. Like I haven't seen the bigger corporate VTubers, so I have no like metric. And 2S says, I would love to see what MJ would do with Assemble. You've seen what I was able to do with the Mandala Gundam. So that's probably the extent of my abilities right there.
Yeah, and also Shiro here suggested that you could try reaching out for Bandai UK for involvement for upcoming Symbol minis. Yeah. Do try it out. I think being in the UK can open up opportunities specific to you as a creator.
Yeah, maybe. I probably should reach out to Gundam Man now, shouldn't I?
Yeah, you know, now the more I talk to you, I realize that you're kind of like not much of a go-getter. No, you are ambitious. It's just that you just simply don't have the experience or knowledge of knowing what is there available to you as a creator. I think because I work in a VTubing space where it's very common for us to reach out to companies and collab with them, I'm more likely to be on the lookout for these things. But I really do genuinely think with your location, your history of making content, among other things, and your personality, you can honestly open up yourself to more avenues to bring new content to your audience or even to have them funded.
Yeah.
You always try to be affiliate. Oh.
What?
Someone said you can always try to be affiliate with Hobby Link, but
I do have it. I am affiliated with Hobby Link Japan.
I think people overestimate how much you get with affiliate links in general.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you only take like a 3% cut from Hobby Link.
Whoa, wait. Oh, wait, we can't mention that because publicly this goes on there and sign up stuff. There's a very low
Crap.
percentage. What? Yeah, you gotta be careful, man. You gotta be careful of your contracts with these companies.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Stupid autism kicking in. I hate it.
Bro, it's cool. It's cool. You're very self-aware. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's not bad though. What is? I wouldn't say so. I know specifically for Hobby Link Japan, they tell you up front on their webpage. If you do a Google search, you'll know the exact percentage it comes down to.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say every affiliate link channel to Wes, but I'll keep that to myself. Yeah. So,
Yeah. I was quite a sheltered person, so I never really got like much exposure to like the bigger intricacies among like in the world, like how like businesses run and something like that. I've just for all of these 12 years, I was just a guy in my bedroom doing my reviews with my camera, and that's all I was for the past 12 years.
Let me ask you something. Now, as someone who's a lot more familiar with the space, how do you build the connection with other model kit reviewers? Do you just straight up DM them? Like, how did you even meet to us in the first place? Because I know that I met you guys individually through my stream. That's a lot easier to do.
I personally met him while I was scrolling through Gunpla News. Like that was way back when, and I jumped into his server for a bit, and I just decided that I should shoot my shot. I'm just gonna contact somebody far larger than I am. And that was back in the days when I was still chasing numbers. So I'm sorry to us. I'm breaking down the backstory for you.
Whoa.
Yeah, but the whole gratitude for me being able to contact like channel 2S and do a collab with him on a Gunpla News video. I'm glad about it. But anyways, I figured I should shoot my shot, DM him, and apparently he DM'd back, so we had kind of have like a back and forth. And for Zaku Aurelius, I did contact him through Instagram, and I actually got him to at least come on my stream while he was still living in Korea. But we didn't do like a simulcast. I only had him as a guest.
Okay.
While he was still in Korea, so because the time zones lined up far better while I was still living in Hong Kong. And I got him to do a bit for me in my Hobby Isaac review.
What are you forcing this man to do?
Just say hi.
Wait,
because it's a Hobby Isaac.
Wait, are you like... Okay, guys, wait, hold on. Wait, can I see your age in the stream?
Sure, I'm 24.
Okay, so MJ's 24, right? I don't know how long ago this was, but it sounds like he was like 16 contacting Zakrellis and be like, hey. He has like a lollipop and like a swirly little hat, and it's like, hello, Mr. Zakrellis.
Not necessarily. I only started contacting and actually started working with content creators after 18 years old.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I wasn't really that exposed to the Gunpla creator space beyond watching their content before I turned 18.
Hey man, I gotta specify. I know you might have said it earlier, but I might have missed it too.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. I was just messing around a little bit. I just can't imagine like being young and then trying to reach out to people for collabs and stuff. But
and that's kind of like the image I still get at the moment, because I don't feel like I am my age. So when I reached out to you, it was like, can we do a collab, Miss Jueri, or something like that?
No way.
Like,
when MJ reached out, he was like, he's more like, we must reach out for a collab, period. Nice to meet you, period. Like, you know what I mean? It's like a very old man-esque kind of way of reaching out on DM. He was not very... He did not put any emojis, no gifs whatsoever. I thought I messed up because I put a gif in our messages. That's how formal he was in our DMs. So.
And sometimes I got lost trying to understand the gifs.
Oh, yes, that's one of the things. The Gunpla News Club was back in 2020. Dang, that was 6 years ago.
Yeah, back when the Dictus was announced. The hand mech from Crossbone Gundam. Don't get me wrong, please.
You know, another thing, when I was starting out on my own channel, I think I had a little less than 1K, but I got to the gunpla niche, building my first model kit. People have said, oh, you should try reaching out to Zacharellis. I looked up this guy because I didn't know who he was. I'm like, guys, he's way too big for me to reach out. I'm like, not even 1K yet, and they tell me to reach out. But they always mentioned that he was a nice guy, and who would be down to chat and give me advice on things. I think one day our path will cross, but I'm not sure I'm ready yet.
He did give me some advice. It's somewhere in our Instagram chats, but he did give me advice, and it was pretty good. And honestly, I'm very glad that he agreed to that Hyzak bit for one of my videos. And as infrequent as I contact these creators like now because of the circumstantial reasons, I'm honestly glad that I have contact with like a good chunk of the more well-known creators and OG creators.
Yeah, I get surprised by how big both you and 2S is in the space. Because like when I do VTuber collabs, it's usually like people who are smaller around my size, but people who willingly are as big as you guys reaching out on my behalf and joining my stream. It's kind of a new experience. So it's also a bit of a new experience to me. But I find it interesting that the model kit space just feels a little bit tight knit, but in a way that feels still inviting. You know, I feel as though in VTubing specifically, there's already cliques and groups that has been formed. But for model kit niche, it felt as though that's not really established. And I suspect it has to do with the video making side as opposed to streaming side. So there's a bit of
excuse me.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I was just burping, sorry.
Oh, sorry. You're good, you're good. And so, yeah, it's just so fascinating how different the different niches are, whether that be for VTubing or for Gundam. I know that 2S says that I still do VTuber things and I plan to keep it that way. Because honestly, I can't fully 100% send into only model kits. I think that actually might limit our reach, simply because I don't fit the traditional mold in that sense. But I do want to do more event streams around model kit creators. That's my goal, I think. Because I noticed that you guys tend to do just... You guys are very advanced in the video section, but when it comes to streaming, you guys just do the build and then chat. Or even the build, collab, and chat stuff. But I kind of want to take it further and create a space for you guys to banter, play competitively in whatever games is set up and stuff. And so yeah. You sent dick pics in my DMs. That's crazy, bro. Hold on.
No, that's not me.
Dictus. It's called Dictus. Looks so funny. Ew, it's just a hand.
Crossbone Gundam.
Actually, it's a mobile suit?
Yep, it's a mobile suit.
No way, it looks terrible.
There's a left and a right hand.
Oh
both
no.
from the Jupiter Empire.
Did it give you both left and right, or do you have to buy them separately?
You have to buy them separately.
Transformable MS. I'll just save this image. I highly doubt. Oh. Why can't I save this image? Okay, it says I can't save this image. I'm not going to be able to show on screen. But you can look it up. You can look up on your end, guys.
Yeah. But if you want, like, if you guys are open to it, and if Jueri has any like event streams that, first of all, line up with my schedule, and
that's the hard part.
Secondly, thinks that that's the hard part, and think that it would be a good idea for me to join, I'm definitely open to joining. And I want to do some more of this fun stuff, like outside of video creation. And honestly, even though it may be a little bit of an experience for me, because trying something new is not necessarily the best thing I'm good at, like the thing that I'm good at, I want to try something new. And I don't know if my own channel is really open to me diverging far from like hardcore Gundam discussion or just being an absolute goofball on a build stream. I don't know if my channel is equipped for that. Maybe with my avatar, sure, but if you guys are open to me joining Jueri and having fun with you guys, I'm definitely open to joining.
I do feel like streaming is such a separate audience from video making, so you're fine. If anything, I could stream like League of Legends on a random Tuesday on this channel and it'd be fine. Like it's so separate and there's so many streams that happen that doesn't really impact your channel overall. So don't be afraid to be more of yourself during live streams. We got games lined up anyways. I have some ideas we can do for the channel. I really want like Jeopardy. The Jeopardy or I was thinking like Jeopardy style Gundam, but I make the questions for you guys and just round up like 3 mecha creators. I just gotta figure out what the 3rd mecha creator is gonna be for that, or something, or more like opinion based stuff, and we just fight over each other, debate over things, and
or hunt.
Oh, you know, the Gunpla Sin stream is very popular on this channel. People really enjoy that for this channel, but I would love to try to get you or 2S or other creators on that to get their opinion and approval.
I wouldn't say I'm a saint, but I would be glad to be part of the tribunal.
I just gotta cook a little bit. I gotta cook a little bit because I feel like I gotta dig deeper for activities that involve a certain amount of people. So we'll see.
Yeah. Honestly, the point of this is the door is open. So long as I'm free, the door is open.
Let's go. I know you said that for your streams could hop in, but honestly, I might rarely ever take up the offer, only because I personally like watching people. I'm trying to keep it that way. You know, there's like a veil I don't like to remove for creators I work with. I like to just admire them from afar.
That's very fair. That's very fair. I want to be open, but whether or not you guys out there who are content creators take the offer, it's up to you.
Speed building? Is that what this person's suggesting? Shiro the Noodle says the channel will love 30mm builds. Hint.
Hey, I have 30-minute missions armor core builds.
you wanna try like a speed builds like on the stream? Like let's see who can build X, Y, and Z the fastest or something. It's kind of funny. I don't like doing those kind of things because that could be a very short stream or a very unfun stream because it's mostly concentration and work, right?
Yeah, it wouldn't be too fun of an idea.
She usually likes to keep it parasocial. I don't know about that. Rather than parasocial, I just personally like games. I think the Gundam space is very serious and it should honestly have more whimsy in games. And more ways to see your creators in the space. I'll work on that.
That's what I'm trying to achieve. Maybe I should be more Scottish in the in my videos.
Alright, we gotta
maybe I should
eliminate this guy.
Maybe who?
You gotta rip off your vocal cords. There's no way you can just be Scottish on the spot.
No, I have to do a bit of warm up as well. But I can be Chinese on the fly because I am Chinese.
I am too. Yeah. But go on. What's the accent?
What do you mean? What is the accent?
See, my parents.
What are you trying to say?
My parents don't talk like that. They have the accent, but they have a different kind of accent. It's funny. You know what'd be fun? You know what'd be fun?
Yeah.
I think it'd be fun to gather Malkit creators to have them voice act like a scene from a show, and because I feel like it'd be fun to do more collab-based stuff with other Malkit creators in a very non-serious way, right?
Honestly, I literally gave you a sample of how like anime I can get, so I would be open to that. Recreating.
Okay, we'll see. I think I have to do like a compilation of clips because it'd be too short just for one thing. But yeah, it'd be good. I want to go full silly. Rather than going full silly, I want to be able to round up together the Malkit makers and have them participate in my games, like Jigsaw Man.
Yeah. I'd be sure to bring my chainsaw then.
Whoa.
Chainsaw Man. I'm a little bit obsessed. Forgive me.
You two collabing was on my list. Foo-foo. Is Fufu your viewer?
Apparently so.
Apparently so.
I don't think I've seen Fufu in my comment section.
Now I'm curious how much my reach is, because I'm much smaller compared to most Malkit creators that have been around.
The fully reanimated Gundam scenes featuring Juju and MJ. What? The last scene from G Gundam, huh?
God, you know... Whoa, hold up. What is last?
No, I'm not saying anything about it.
Well, anyways, I'll think about it some more, because I think it'll be fun, like 2 people, 3 people scenes, maybe 4 if we can find. Do you know like a third Malekith creators I can like maybe contact later down the line for stuff?
Do people who don't do any videos anymore counts? Because I know like a handful.
Name an example.
Syndication builds.
Okay, I'm sorry. This is beyond my knowledge. I apologize.
Yeah, well, he's another UK based as well, so.
We're gonna have a very British recreation of the scenes that I'm thinking of. Okay.
We want to go for some tea and crumpets.
Used to know. No, used to be the kind of guy who'd be down, but he's retired-ish. Okay. It's okay. Yeah, I'll be on my Jigsaw Man arc and just round up people for different projects. I'm okay. Kind of just taking my video side of things just to have these fun projects out. Not necessarily for growth, but for fun. Try Gunplus Sisters. They're in Canada. I'm sweating a lot because once it gets outside of my circle and MJ maybe and maybe 2S, it's like, ooh, can I do this? You know what? But we're gonna like DM Zacharelis, ask him to do the voice line for Char or something, and then do the scene. In Japanese? That's crazy. No, that's extra cringe. We gotta do the English dubbing. We gotta do the English dubbing.
I know a lot of languages, so it's alright to me.
I know every language that's not my own, unfortunately. My parents... Okay, this is now super off topic, but... they put me in Chinese school. They always say stuff like, "Oh, Jueri, look at this 5-year-old speaking Chinese." I'm like, yeah? Why are you speaking Chinese? Because you haven't taught me Chinese? So I actually... My main language at home is a mix of 3. My family's trilingual. We speak Khmer and also Teochew, which is dialect of Chinese. And
Oh, no wonder it looks so familiar yet alien to me.
What is?
Sometimes people like romanize those local dialects in the chat, I think.
Okay, I see. Lu hao, lu jet way. Lu jet mi gai mai, lu jet beng. Lu. Oh yeah. Yes, that's you. Taiwanese, like.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh my god, Taiwanese. I used to laugh at it, but it was when I was a child. I do Cantonese, and I did like a bit of it on stream, but hey.
Fellow Chinese who can't speak Chinese, let's go!
Okinawa.
Ma, the rabbit's speaking in tongues again. My bad, y'all. It sounds like I summon demons because I'm super monolingual on stream. I rarely ever use language as like a gimmick for longer periods of time than necessary. I'm gulping because...
中国語はめっちゃむず
みたいわ. Do not ask me, I don't know what it means. I just read
me
it.
neither. Me neither. I can only read it. Like, it's only retroactively through Chinese. Cantonese is harder than Mandarin. Touche.
日本語上手じゃないか。はい、上手じゃない。Oh god. All the weebs. Oh wait, that's not weeb. Sorry. I'm sorry. Wait. TK is a legit Japanese speaker. Oh, my bad. It's because the others are just cosplaying as Japanese, but this is TK is actually Nihonjin. Like,
yeah.
Konnichiwa. Shit. Akemashite omoteto.
And you gets possessed by one of these
ありがとうね。あげしておめでとう、TK さん。
Yeah.
Sir, sorry, because we actually had an actual JP speaker come in, and I thought they were a weeb, but they're not. They have every right to type in Japanese. Happy New Year! Yeah, she good health.
Yeah, Happy New Year. But what a start to the new year, actually.
Yeah, that's a good New Year. I'm sorry, I'm like holding you too long, but we did finish our content creation talk.
Yeah, we did finish our content. I just wrapping up isn't my best.
It's okay. If you guys have any questions about Malekith or content creation, you can ask either of us. I'm really passionate about content creation. I think it's super fun. Don't be afraid to just put out your first video and just let it simmer in there. For both of us, actually, we take quite a while to reach where we are, and maybe longer than others, myself included.
Yeah.
So yeah, my DM is open. I don't know about yours.
My DMs are open so long as I'm free.
Okay, wait, I take it back. My DM is open within reason. You gotta like have a good reason to whisper to me in there and not in my Discord. Recommend a beginner gunplay kit right now.
High grade wing.
Elfrit.
High grade, after colony wing.
Elfrit. High grade Elfrit.
High grade, yeah, high grade, yeah.
Elfrit's beautiful. I was so satisfying. It's my second kit ever.
Goes to show the eras that we entered the series in.
Don't start New Year with flu like me. It's too late. My voice has been giving out because I actually have a sore throat.
But yeah, but if you guys would like more of these collabs, be it on Jueri's side or my side, feel free to let us know. And whether or not you guys want to visit this combination again.
I'll cook something. I want to kind of try out different stuff rather than just chatting. Maybe we'll do like game stuff, but it'll be Gundam related, obviously.
Yeah, so do I.
Oh, actually,
but I feel like go ahead.
How familiar are you with other mechas outside of Gundam? So I know for future reference.
I know Knights and Magic very vividly.
So just one other show.
It's kind of,
all right, I see.
It's just one other show, and I know Armored Core. Well, specifically Armored Core 6.
Have you
But it's not necessarily a show.
Have you considered playing like Super Robot Wars on your stream?
Perhaps.
It is so
maybe
good.
Maybe I'll start with 30 because I know Knights and Magic, and I honestly would like to see the character interactions. But people say it's too long.
Yes.
So maybe I'll play Super Robot Wars at some point. Maybe. I honestly don't know. It's because my schedule only goes to March. It's still a little bit nebulous as to what I'm gonna do past April. So, like all of these things is a solid maybe. My current focus is to knock out 2025 and not push the top 10 list to November 2026 like I did for 2024.
Oh, you're getting 2025
I don't want to
video?
do that again. Okay. Yeah. I do like a top 10. I want to do like a top 10 kids video for kids of the year, but since I took a 2-month break and it took so long for me to catch up on 2024, my top 10 list for that year came out in November 2025. I think it's gonna be a running joke, and I'm not gonna live that down. But I don't intend on replicating that delay again.
I see. Actually, talking to you, I do feel like I have a bit more direction with the content stuff. It's kind of interesting to see that you're still kind of navigating it despite being here for so long too.
No, it's fine. I'm glad to provide some insights, even though I'm just kind of floundering through the processes.
No, you're good. It's really relatable. They said not to do 30 because it's a slog. Yeah. Not worth it just for the one series.
Fair enough.
Do Y though. I've been enjoying my Y playthrough so much. So I hope you get that chance at least. It's on sale until the end of today. I think I'm pretty sure the Steam sale ends on the 3rd. I remember correctly, the 3rd or the 5th, something like that.
Maybe I'll catch it. Maybe I'll catch it on the next pass.
I'm sorry.
I'm not in a rush. What do you mean?
Oh, sorry. I was gonna reply something, but I didn't know you were done your sentence.
Yeah. Well, maybe I'll catch Super Robot Wars Y on the next pass, because I'm not in a rush to play it, and I'm a little bit more careful with my expenditures at the moment. So if I do buy Super Robot Wars Y, I'll let you guys know.
Okay, that's good.
Maybe I'll build. Maybe I'll play Armored Core 6 on stream as well. I don't know.
I can't play AC6. My computer just wasn't able to handle it. I don't know how big it is.
That's a shame.
If it's under 108 gigabytes, I should be able to. Maybe. Who knows?
Maybe.
I'm too scared because my computer isn't exactly built for gaming. Because I was doing, I'm just doing Gunpla. I don't need to worry about upgrades. Now the prices have increased.
What's a shame? What's a shame? Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. If you ran Elden Ring fine, you'll run AC6 better. Yeah, on the SSD. So you mentioned the open world. Okay, I shall try. Maybe. Depends.
Yeah.
Alright, wrapping stream up here. If you have any last words to MJ, last questions, you can ping him in the Discord for it. You have any last words, MJ? Anything you want to advertise? New videos, new stuff to look forward to? New projects?
First of all, I just want to thank you for bringing me on. I was literally playing this I was literally planning for this stream for like ever since you accepted the invitation and it's like the announcements and all. So I'm so glad to have an opportunity to be on your stream. As for what to look forward to, look forward to me finishing 2025 first of all.
I'm scared. I hope you don't put too much weight into how that performed algorithmically in 2026.
No, definitely not. No, definitely not. But I want to knock out the catalog, and that's all I care about. I don't care about much about the numbers, even though our gaps are closing.
Well, gap are closing. Whoa! It's different. It's different with stream stuff and also video making stuff. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. But I just want to knock out the catalog and look forward to that first. And after that, and when the weather warms up, look forward to maybe some resin conversion kits like videos, because I've been dying to get to them.
That's fun. That's fun. I will say, my main source of growth on this channel, don't be fooled by it, is the live stream for sure, and maybe the model kit videos, but a large part of it is also because of the VTuber tutorials that I did a long time ago. They count for about 2,000 of my sub gains, so, or maybe 1,000, 1.5.
But I'm not falling into that. I'm not falling into that mental pit anymore. I'm over it.
That's good. That's good. I hope you find more fun and joy with your content creation journey. It can be very lonely, it can be stressful, but in the end, I hope you find more time to enjoy it with your audience and also other creators too.
Yep. I'll say the same back to you.
Of course, of course. Alright guys, I hope you guys have a good one. Stay safe, stay healthy, and have a good night too. Bye-bye! Bye!